And we're live. Welcome to the Mazu, everybody. We're back. Yay! How's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, that's really it. I just really hope you're doing well. I care about you all. I feel it deep inside, and I just hope you're doing well. Hi. Thanks for joining us now. It's Tuesday. Let's just knock all this out because this could be a lot could happen. A lot could happen today. So we'll see. I want to make sure that we dive in and get all this stuff done. So let's knock this stuff out of the way. First things, hi. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Take a second to share this with your friends. Just go on your social media and be like, hey, watch this cool stuff. They're cool. Do that. If you haven't already and you're watching us on Twitch, make sure you follow us on Twitch. If you really like it, go ahead and sub. Just do that. Subscribe on Twitch. That would be awesome too. If you're watching us on YouTube, definitely make sure you subscribe on YouTube as well, because we do archive these on YouTube a couple of days after we stream. If you really like what we're doing and you want to be awesome, you're already awesome. Let's get that out of the way. You're already awesome. If you want to do awesome stuff aside from being awesome, become more awesome. If you look down the doobly-doo, there's links you can do that. There's a store where you can buy t-shirts, like, you can't see it. Anomalies Happen shirts. We've got coasters for D&D. We've got all sorts of stuff you can get, so you can do that. There's also a link down there where you can go to Patreon at patreon.com/Heroes of Awesome and support all of our RPG stuff that we do here. So you can do all that stuff as well. Let's see, what else am I forgetting? Am I forgetting anything else, y'all?
Jim Brown Plays. No.
Jim Brown Plays. With that, let's do some introductions. In case you didn't know, my name is Mark. I'm going to be the GM for this thing. Hi. Over here on my left, at the top of the screen, we've got Cindy and Heath. Hey. Hey. Although, when we first started here, I could not call Cindy by her name. It was just Izzy. It's just, every time, hey, Izzy, can you...
There's, I don't know what it is, but it's been a lifelong thing. Cindy is just the right amount of familiar that it just slips right out of people's heads. My entire life, people have had trouble recalling my name. Coaches that have known me for years.
I just think of you as Izzy. I just think of you as an Andorian engineer.
I mean, when I'm here, that's what I'm doing.
Is Indy.
That's true. Yeah, there you go. Over here to my right and at the bottom of the screen, we've got Jordan, Kate, and Lauren.
Hello.
Hey. We're going to be playing this awesome adventure today. As always, before we do this, I want to make sure we get anything out that we're all working on. Hey, I stream on Wednesday nights too. You should watch me play games. Jim Brown Plays. They're not playing this week, so don't worry about that. Anybody else any that thing? Let me start that sentence over because that was not
great.
English. Yeah. Anybody else have anything they want to pimp out? There. Nice.
This Friday, yes, October 25th, if my sense of calendar is correct. At the Scottish Rite Theatre, the Hideout Theatre's 20th anniversary /party is going to be happening there, and tickets are on sale. And it's going to be kind of a review of past shows, so if you're in Austin and have enjoyed what the Hideout has had to do over the last 2 decades, come on by. If you have never been to the Hideout in your life, come by and see what we've been up to and get a fresh start on the next 20 years. And also on the Heroes of Awesome website, we have a very, very special, I'm proud of it. I wrote a short story about what Cade did when he was on vacation before he got back into Starfleet. But it's canon fan fiction.
It's canon fan
It's really lovely.
It's canon fiction.
It really is. It's a lovely little story.
So we've been releasing that. We started that yesterday. We're releasing it serially all this week. So log on in over there and read it and let us know what you think.
So what you think? Do the things. So check it out. It's called Cade Belonging. So check out on Heroes of Awesome site and you'll see that in the queue of things that have been posted. Anybody else got anything? No? Well, I guess we can dive into this and see.
Oh boy. It's fine.
I was actually telling everybody earlier, I think I made this too hard, but we'll see.
It's fine.
We'll see how it goes. It'll
problem.
be fine. But we've got a log entry to hear. Cade had some thoughts after his first therapy session with Jorsh. So let's get a recap a little bit of last time and hear what Cade thinks about all of his time with Jorsh, shall we?
Personal log. Chief Medical Officer Cade Nahil. I am in therapy now. My first session with Jorsh in his new role as the ship's counselor was challenging, but productive. I felt a bit selfish recommending him for the job. He is, of course, incredibly qualified, and it's great to see his considerable talents and intellect being put to greater use as something other than my second sickbay. Though he's continued to prove invaluable in that role as well. But honestly, I think I wanted him there because I knew he was one of the few people who I would actually listen to, not reflexively fight back against. I've been carrying the weight of all this guilt and grief for so long, breaking under it. I don't even know which pieces are still me anymore. I just know I want to be better. That's all I've wanted since my trip to Nineveh, since returning to Starfleet, to be better. But at every turn there's been some new hardship to face. Newman's suffering during his transformation, the slaughter in the hearth, Rawls' murder, Tashek's apparent betrayal, and the subsequent revelations about Selethos, the Romulan consciousness in her mind who's been manipulating her for years. And I just revert to my old patterns, trying to fight everything, save everyone, and running away like a petulant child when I can't. I want to be better. I know this won't be a quick fix. I know there's a long journey ahead of me. But I'm used to long battles. I spent 10 years not surrendering to the Cardassians. I can spend however long it takes not giving up on myself. George has already given me my first challenge. Empathy. Specifically towards Selethos, the killer of my captain, the manipulator of my crew. Not just treating him out of ethical obligation, but genuinely caring for him. Trying to understand him, his thoughts and feelings, his motives and desires. It's difficult, but luckily, Captain Newman has come up with a plan that should grant me a rather large opportunity to put it into practice. While the Mazu closes in on the Arista 3 survivors within the cosmic wilds of the Shackleton Expanse, a select team of us will infiltrate the Romulan Empire to rescue Selethos' family, extract him from Tashek's mind, place him within a separate body, and return to Federation space without being killed, captured, or initiating a galactic war. If I survive, I should have plenty to talk about in my next session. Cade, out.
So you all are on the runabout. You have left the Mazu already, many, many hours behind at maximum warp, heading towards the Romulan neutral zone. Hold on. Suddenly, Morganth beams onto board.
Commander?
Nice of you to join us.
Well, now that we're all here, Selethos would like to go over the mission briefing, if that is all right.
Okay.
Probably important to know the mission.
Selethos takes over. Nice to see everyone is so enthusiastic about this mission, but we have a lot to go over. Captain Newman, Tashek, and myself worked together to come up with this plan. I will not lie. Really? Haven't even started. It's okay. This is going to be a difficult mission. There will be many ways this can go wrong, but I've seen you all in action, with the possible exception of our friend Stian, but I'm sure it's fine if the captain had confidence in you. I believe that if everyone works together, this can work. On a personal note, before we get too far into this, I want to take a moment to express my sincerest gratitude to each of you for being on this mission. We'll leave it at that. Here is, based on the information supplied to me via the tormentor, Proconsul Morel, I have been able to piece together fleet movements and activities to find ways that we would be able to simultaneously penetrate the neutral zone and also come close to a ship that my daughter is on. However, that will have to come after a trip to Romulus. As a gentle reminder, Romulus is on the complete opposite side of the Beta Quadrant. In this runabout at Warp 5, it will take us weeks to get there. Which means we need a faster ship. Step 1, penetrate the Romulan neutral zone. Step 2, acquire a faster ship. Step 3, extract my wife and son. Step 4, extract my daughter. And finally, return to Federation space. Simple, right?
It's a breeze.
Will there be an attempt to reverse?
My hope is that in this process we will find some way.
So we're just
Reverse
keeping an eye out for that on the way. You didn't. It's not its own step.
I don't know how to do it.
Okay. I just thought maybe you had planned to go specifically to somewhere, but okay. Okay.
If I knew where to go, we would be there.
It's not a numbered step. It's sort of a parenthetical outside the running order.
It's continuous. Yeah. Okay.
When possible.
There are many parentheticals in these steps.
The first obstacle will obviously be penetrating the Romulan neutral zone, the most heavily fortified area in the Beta Quadrant. Romulan patrols constantly scan the neutral zone for any activity, constantly wary for Federation aggression. They will be looking for any signs of any ships that do not belong there. But based on the communications I received from my last transmission, I do believe that we will be able to intercept some of their communications, which will then let us camouflage the runabout in a way to hopefully evade detection. The actual process is going to be very difficult because there are occasionally cloaked Romulan vessels who are patrolling the neutral zone. There's nothing we can do about that, so we're just going to have to do the best. Step 1 of this, just getting through the neutral zone, is we will have to intercept these communications. Using that data, we will have to adjust the transponder to mimic the signature of the nearest Romulan ship to the runabout. We will also have to tune the warp engines to blend in, if you will, with any signatures that the Romulan ship could be putting out. At that point, and with the information I've gleaned, we should have an approximate location of where that ship should be. We will have to, at maximum warp, fly close enough to that ship to not be detected, but also close enough to be able to hide signatures, hide our ship within its signatures for any other ships within the neutral zone.
Oh. That'll be a bunch.
At that point, we simply have to stay hidden within the signatures long enough to then veer out and head towards the Dideridex system.
The which what system?
Dideridex.
Dideridex.
Within the Dideridex system, in my time as a senator within the Romulan Senate, I became aware of a research facility within the Dideridex. There was a project that was scrapped many years ago for a high warp capable shuttle. They were attempting to reduce the size of our artificial quantum singularities into a shuttle that could then be used to go at warp, high speed warps. It was scrapped, but the prototypes are always stored, and they are stored within the Dideridex system. The next step will be to get to the station, find the prototype, and leave undetected.
That's step 2.
That's step 2. At that point, we fly at maximum warp to Romulus, where we will find wife and son, extract them, return to this area, at which point my daughter's ship will be in patrol. Extract my daughter, return to Federation space.
Is the plan to ditch the runabout
We'll have to recover the runabout at some point.
on the way back?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sure there are a lot of questions. Any big picture questions?
Would it make anything easier if we just took over a small Romulan ship with a cloaking device? I guess that's a little piracy, but...
As opposed to a shuttle that no one's looking for?
Oh no, to get to the shuttle, right? We want the higher, I'm just saying, to travel through.
Dideridex is right inside Romulan space.
Taking over a Romulan ship with a cloaking device, those don't exist on small Romulan ships. Those are Romulan warships.
I just wish we had a cloaking device.
I covered this at the
We
last
all
briefing.
do.
So.
A reminder that by treaty, the Federation is prohibited from developing cloaking technology.
And
or
that is
possessing
why
it.
we do
Oh,
have.
I'm familiar with the legality, thank you.
Just making sure. But I have no access to cloak technology.
We already
we're-
asked him that too.
I think we're also, as far as honoring treaties go.
Any other questions? No?
Let's get to tuning.
Then if
I've put my affairs in order. I'm along for the ride.
you don't need me, manage check.
Do I have the information I need to tune the warp engines and all
Not
that
yet.
stuff? Is he going to give it to me later?
We have to get it from the ships.
We gotta intercept transmissions.
Okay.
Checks back. Okay, before we dive into this, you guys want to talk about anything?
Is Morganth in a Romulan form, or do I need to disguise her as well?
I'm gonna roll a die.
Okay.
If it is 10 or below, she's already looking like a Romulan.
Okay.
If not, you're gonna have to do some work.
Okay.
What is that?
What'd it come
That
out?
is a 17.
All right.
All right. So,
Of course.
What do you have to do to make her look like a Romulan?
it'll take a bit.
What kind of facilities do I have on board the?
Very limited.
Okay.
Construction
Very
paper.
limited.
You would have brought some things with you. Or
Yeah, I mean, if I was
with us.
expecting her to
Hold
join,
on.
I knew she was.
I might have a kit.
A disguise kit?
True story.
Oh, yes, I do.
Little Miss Spy.
I'm so sorry. I have a focus in espionage.
Mm-hmm.
And with my identity of who I am, I definitely carry with me.
A Romulan disguise kit.
No, just a general disguise kit. Come on.
How about like the facial features and everything? 'Cause there's a bony structure and everything that goes on that I don't think you quite share.
I have a kit.
We're gonna let Cade do some work on it.
No, I'm not saying that he doesn't do the work.
But you are.
I'm saying that chances are, with my particular background, I'm probably always, like the same way I always have some daggers on me. I probably also have at least a low-level disguise option.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Just got
The
her
two of you
standard
working
James
together.
Bond thing.
We'll work some
My
disguises
standard
out when we get there.
backstage, what's
If
his
I-
name?
yeah.
Ben Nye.
Ben Nye.
My standard Ben Nye kit.
With the
In a-
scar tissue
Oh,
putty,
yeah,
and
yeah,
yeah, we
a
can make
little
some
bit of
ridges
facial
there. Yeah.
hair.
I love it.
It's in a caboodle.
We'll do a little stipple. If I knew she was coming on and joining us
You would have been
later, I would have
Yeah,
like
you
brought
will have-
gear for
Yeah.
and I already drew, and everyone else is already altered.
Yep.
And yeah, this won't be as much of a challenge as like Izzy was. So we had to hide the antenna and change the color of her skin and
Yeah.
all of that.
It's all sorts of stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah, but we're all
The,
very
the
rounded
ridges
looking
actually
at.
line up okay. Like the some of the ridges kind of line up okay, so that wasn't too bad.
Yeah,
But
plan.
yeah, the wig is looking a little extra puffy.
but I drew up plans for every
Okay.
individual member, just kind of like based on.
Any other thing we need to talk about before we
Yeah.
dive into this? Okay, we're going to dive into this, but I want to explain what we're doing. I've kind of taken a bunch of stuff, have to and mushed it around.
You're smiling way too big right now.
This may or may not work. Like I said, I may have made it too
Okay,
hard.
but if I die, I am
You
quitting.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay. I'll do my best to not let you die.
Okay, because
Okay.
I'll quit.
Because I quit. Here's what we're going to have to do. So each station, we've got a pilot and co-pilot set up. You're going to be hanging out at that third station,
Sure.
maybe assisting when possible.
It's a makeup station.
I'm utility. Yes, exactly.
got the lights around it and everything.
Okay, you come sit
Well,
here and make you look
director's chair.
Romulan. Okay, you're gonna look beautiful.
Quick change.
Yeah.
Izzy and Stian are going to be working engines and doing a bunch of hardware work because the adjustment of the warp signature and everything is going to have to be done manually. Okay? We're going to start off, and each time you've got a task, it's going to be one person completing that task unless I say otherwise. Then we can have an assist or a ship assist. Okay? Difficulties are going to be hard. Spend your momentum, spend your threat. Get the die because it's going to be a difficulty. Okay? It's not an extended work track, but I am giving you a limited number of intervals to complete everything. Okay? So just like before, you can spend momentum to cut back an interval if you need to, but it's still going to be very, very tight to get this done. Because once this process starts, if you warp in, but then you're not able to align those warp engines, they're going to see you. You can do a whole other thing. Okay? So, we are going to start off, just so you know, you are going to have a total of 6 tasks to complete. Within those 6 tasks, you're going to have 8 intervals. Okay? That should be enough, unless you're burning a lot of momentum on die and stuff like that. So,
Didn't you just tell us to burn momentum on
I
die?
know. Give me threat as well.
That's why he's smiling.
It's also why we figure
This-
out ways to earn more momentum as we go.
Feels unfair.
No,
Already?
I mean it is, but we'll make it work.
Okay. Anybody got any questions? We're going to dive in.
What was the middle part again? No,
I forgot.
Just kidding.
You're going to be the first one up, co-pilot. That's Morgan. So, based on the encryptions,
Driving a ship.
based on the encryptions that Selethis has received, he's given you the information to intercept communications from patrolling
Yeah.
ships. So that's going to be the first thing. This one's going to be relatively easy. It's daring and security,
Okay.
ship assist of communications and security, and the ship is the Ochoa, not the Mazu. So remember that.
Get out of here.
And the difficulty of this is going to be 2.
Okay.
Remember, each task is going to be 2 intervals unless you spend momentum or give me threat.
Okay.
Communications and security, you said?
Communication and security from the ship.
Okay, cool.
So, difficulty 2, daring and security from Morganth, communications and security from the Ochoa.
Okay. I guess I'm giving you threat to buy a dice.
Okay?
And I guess I'm giving you threat
To kill an
take
interval.
down an interval.
Okay?
And I have 3 successes.
Okay.
You have 4 successes because the
Cool,
ship
cool.
also got a success.
There you go. So 4 successes. You get 2 momentum on top of that. There you go. See, we're off to a great start.
That's great, yeah.
We're off to a great
Practically
start.
won.
I knew this. Okay, so you are able to intercept the traffic, and the next thing you do is that you send down that information to Izzy. Izzy is going to adjust the transponder and the engines to mimic whatever you received. So, Izzy, this one you can actually use for the transponder. You can actually get a co-pilot assist.
All right.
So
Can I get a co-pilot assist or can I get a helper
Co-pilot assist.
Co-pilot assist. Okay.
So in this one, you're going to do control and engineering for you.
All right.
Co-pilot control and security. Stian, you can still assist Izzy. Difficulty is 4.
All right.
Is there no ship assist on this one?
No ship assist on
Okay.
this one. Cool.
Because we're adjusting the ship.
Yep. So just so we're clear, Izzy, control and engineering.
So I'm doing control and engineering.
Yes. Stian, you've got 1 assist.
And when you're assisting, there's nothing you can roll 1 die, right? Like you can't
One
buy
die.
momentums or dice or anything.
But
Just-
I can buy down the interval
Double check
and
my
buy a die.
options.
You can buy the interval and buy a die. Yes. And then Morganth, you are control and security. And it is just a regular 2 die task. I think it'll be fine. Difficulty 4.
Of course, it's gonna be fine.
You said what? Reason engineering?
Oh my god. Control and engineering.
Control and engineering. I'm sorry. Like you said it, and then 5 other things
I
went
know.
through my head. Whoop!
We'll get that later.
Oh!
Complication, people. Okay, what do you got? Let's talk about the difficulty and the things first. So, did we succeed? How many successes?
Throwing everything on the floor. What was that?
Successes.
Successes. 2 for me.
Okay, so you got 5.
Or actually, what is this? The warp technology?
This was transponder, so no.
It's transponder? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so give
So-
yourself 1 momentum back. But I saw a complication there.
Yeah, there's a complication.
Okay.
There, somewhere.
It's already really hard. Do I save it for later? No, we're going to do this. Complication. In the middle of doing that, there's an unexpected power surge, which sparks in front of you, temporarily blinding you, so we're going to increase your difficulty by 1 on all of those. Okay. 2 tasks are out of the way, 2 intervals done. You've got 6 intervals left, and 4 tasks.
Practically there.
Right?
This mission's
Love this
almost
plan.
over.
I'm excited to be a part of it.
Izzy, you've got that flash in your face. Wha-bam.
Flash in your face.
I yell something that the universal translator doesn't recognize again. Doc! Doc!
What's going on?
Ow! Doc! I'm back in like the engineering space,
Yeah, are you just going to...
and I'm yelling Doc.
Yeah, what's going on? Because I'm here in my
And
station.
like, oh, dude!
You've got to get those warp engines too.
There was a
It's not gonna
complication,
help.
Doctor. Is he side is compromised?
Can I, okay, so
Right.
I,
I'm grabbing my kit and I'm running
what
back
did I
to-
successfully do?
You successfly got the transponder signal.
I got the transponder, but I haven't done the
You
engines
haven't.
yet.
You have to do the warp engines. So you're...
I'm halfway there, but I'm
already on my way. I've got my
seeing
kit.
stars.
I'm on my way.
I will let
Back there.
you try to fix her,
Okay.
but it's going to cost you an interval.
I'm gonna keep working.
Okay. Tuning the engines. It's going to be daring and engineering.
All right. And what's the difficulty level?
Difficulty with your blindness is going to be 4. Ship assist of engines and engineering on this one.
Okay.
And we can have a Stian assist as well.
I'll do what I can.
Well, I'm gonna buy down the interval, which means I'm not gonna buy the extra die.
Okay.
So I don't like that look on Jordan's face.
I have a very nice looking face. I don't know why you have a problem
So I have this is warp technology because I'm tuning
is
the warp
warp.
engines. So I have 3.
3
I have
successes.
one.
You have 1.
So that's our 4. So we get one
You
back.
got 5. There you go. See?
That is true.
We're doing
She doesn't
great.
know how nice my face looks.
Go team.
No, you
blind
had
right
to
now.
look like, uh-oh.
I literally went yes
Oh,
after
I didn't
my.
see that. I guess I just saw the intense look afterwards. I missed the yes.
I'm
I thought
intensely
you were
successful.
fisting yourself
Yeah.
because you got no.
Okay.
It's a signal for we just got.
Okay, you're able to, as best as you can see through your half blindness, get the warp engines so that they match the signal that you were able to receive, or
Okay.
that Morgan was able to receive through there. The next step is to pilot that ship as close as possible to that Romulan vessel.
It better be because nobody else has the stats for it.
This
Yeah.
is going to be the pilot, and this is all on the pilot.
We have one momentum for you.
This is daring and con.
Nobody can assist you.
There is a ship assist of engines in con.
Sorry.
Okay.
Difficulty of 4.
No, now that we know who you are.
I am perfectly happy to not buy down the interval
Oh, don't
if
roll
you
yet.
want to.
Don't roll yet.
If you want to.
What if it counts?
I
though?
definitely should buy a die.
Yeah, so buy a die and we'll just, it'll be a
Getting
two,
mine out of the way.
it'll be
If
a
hers
two
doesn't work,
interval.
then it nullifies the.
Okay, so the difficulty is 4. She bought a die, so she's got 3. We've got 1 ship assist, right?
That's all I have, so I need all them.
You can give me thread if you want to buy more die. It would cost you 2 thread to get another die.
What do you guys think? I mean,
What this is
I have
like
to
the
get, we have to get
maneuver,
them all
right?
successful.
This is the maneuver.
So yeah.
Oh yeah, no, do it.
So
Do it.
Someone hand her another die.
Or, being the eternal optimist that I am, I could add 3 momentum to our pool right now
So does my push
with
the
a point of
limits?
determination.
Oh.
Does that add momentum?
Well, for me, let me double check that. It was one of my special. hold on,
Oh,
your
with your
talents, right?
talent.
Yeah, my talent. I can spend 1 determination to add 3 momentum to the group pool.
Where's my talents?
Oh, well, that's an option. You can burn your determination right now to add 3 momentum, and then you don't have to give me this. You can just burn 2 more momentum.
Let's do it, because it's early on, and I'm still
Okay,
optimistic.
Great. If I buy with momentum, I can re-roll 1 die.
There you go.
Perfect.
Okay,
So
okay.
Your net will be
So-
1 left over.
So we get 3. So you're buying.
Another
Another die.
Another dice, that's 2 momentum.
Do you want to buy down the interval as well?
Sure.
Okay.
Might as well.
Okay.
We got this.
All right, so it is daring and con with a ship
All right,
assist of
you're
engines in
out
con.
of-
Okay.
But you can get determination back with value
1,
stuff.
2, 3.
That's one of the ways
3.
you can use values.
Wait.
It's
I don't. Can I know my score before I re-roll or no?
Yes, you can.
Well, my actual roll was a success, but then you made me re-roll and it failed.
meh.
So you're re-rolling 1.
Thank God.
Did you get it?
5 then.
5. So you got 5
So we got
So
successes.
can I use a focus? Let's see. It's only 4, or it'll be 5 if I can use a focus.
What's your focus?
Evasive action. Helm operations?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Like you gotta have a focus that's applicable.
Okay, so you were able to set course based on the information you got, and the runabout jets past into the neutral zone, and you stop it short, and you can actually see the Daedalus warbird in the distance that you're mimicking at this point. Seem to be undetected so far.
Oh,
So far, we're doing great, guys. You have
eternal optimist is the value I used, yeah.
piece of cake. You have 2 more tasks to complete and 4 intervals. You're doing great. Anybody?
Direct task.
Oh, that's kind of thing.
I think that's you tell. You make use of the direct task.
I'm waiting for this to happen.
I think that's like directing people what to do.
Yes.
FTL physics guy, what's the direct task?
It is on Star Trek Adventures core rulebook, page 173.
Yes, you can direct another person once per scene, I think it is, to do an action on your turn. So when it's your turn, you can direct somebody to do something.
Okay.
It's like they get basically 2 actions.
Okay.
Okay,
I
so
still don't understand.
fortunately, everything seems working now. All you have to do is you have to keep piloting and mirror that to Daedalus long enough to get to the point where the runabout can veer off and not be detected. Piece of cake, right? Right. Piece of cake.
Cake.
So monitoring the sensor data and everything, we are going to be looking at co-pilot actions. You're going to be monitoring the traffic. That's going to be a control and security. And there's going to be a ship assist of sensors and con. Difficulty of 3.
I would like to buy dice.
Okay.
All right, and this one's using 2 intervals.
Yep.
Four successes.
Ooh, wow. Got it. So 1 momentum back. What do you got?
Fail.
Fail. Okay. There you go. You have 1 task left and 2 intervals.
All right.
Okay. So I'll just leave it at that. Pilot, you have to take that information that Morganth has gathered and steer the shuttle along with the Dederidex. It's going to take control in con, ship assistive engines in con, difficulty of 4.
Okay. Also, I definitely need to buy a dice.
All right. And
Or-
we're using both those intervals.
Or then we're done. Then we'll, is our
Yeah.
last 2, right?
It's our last task.
We only have one.
for-
If you don't succeed in this last task, you're out of intervals, which means that you will have been detected by the Romulans.
So we have to roll like 4
Can
fails.
I give threat to reduce the interval?
Yes. I'll let you give me an
How,
extra
how does
threat
the
for
interval
reducing.
thing work?
Okay.
So the interval. So normally in an extended task like this,
Uh-huh.
any given task
Right.
takes 2 intervals.
Okay.
We can spend a momentum or give them a threat
Gotcha.
to reduce it to
That
1.
was my confusion. I was
Yeah.
like, each thing we do takes 2?
Yeah.
That's the default.
Okay.
Do I also want to give threat to buy another dice?
What was the difficulty?
4.
And she has a ship assist.
She has super
Yes.
assist of engines and con. Remember, this is only a runabout. This isn't the Mazu, so
Yeah.
stats on the runabout aren't as great.
Yeah, great.
But my control and con is 17, so.
And you've got focuses.
And I can re-roll.
And you need 1.
And you can re-roll because
Okay.
you've got 1.
So let's do it.
Okay.
Wait for you.
Okay.
What you got?
I have 3.
Yeah, fail here. So you're.
Is there any of those in your
So
focus
I'll
range?
no, so I'll
Like you
I'll re-roll
Okay.
one.
Okay.
What did you just roll?
And 19, so.
Okay. You are struggling to maintain the runabout. The Dederidex is getting away from you. You have 1 interval left to make 1 more attempt. This isn't like a normal time thing. You just have to complete the task for your run out of intervals. So,
Okay. So I guess we'll do that again. And I'll give another threat to buy the dice.
And you don't have any more.
1 threat to buy a die.
We got to give him 1 to buy down the interval.
Gonna have to give me 1 to buy down the interval.
Okay.
You know what? I'll let you not buy down the interval.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because it's
just
like
gonna
once
be-
you started, it's.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna happen regardless. You can give me 2 more if you want to buy another die.
Yeah, I guess so.
We're flying into Romulan space, y'all. Threat's going to happen.
Yeah, I guess so. Because I can't re-roll this if I bought it with threat, can I?
I don't.
Because this says if you buy it with
momentum. That I'm unclear on that. I'm gonna let the dice decide.
Okay.
If it's 11 to 20, we'll say that you can. If it's 1 through 10, you can't. I can't see it.
It's 20.
Neither can I.
Where did it go?
That's a 4.
Okay.
There you go. Where did it go?
It's like
It's like your hand is like
I
literally
was
right
like,
next.
can't. 20,
It's
one-
next to the
It's like
cord.
under
Like move your
the-
thumb up. There you go.
Hey, there it is. Got it. Okay.
So was low I can or
I don't remember. Where did I say that?
Yeah. No, low was she can't.
Okay.
I was trying to get one. Okay.
All right. And we say at the ship assist as well. Engines and con.
I have 5.
Nothing.
Nothing there. All right.
all right. The difficulty was 4.
Difficulty is 4, so you get yourself 1 momentum. So you're able to readjust the runabout and get into position enough so you're able to stay hidden. There is a little bit of stellar phenomenon that you're able to then veer the runabout out and make it through undetected past the Dederidex, which means you're now headed to the Dederidex system. What's the next step? You guys should roleplay some of this stuff that has just happened. Just saying. Or not.
I went to fix her blindness and was waved off. So I'm just like,
You might want to go ahead and do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Now that I'm done having to do things.
okay. Now I'm just like, how many fingers? How many? Are you seeing spots?
Oh, you're
Oh,
gonna roll for this.
so
buddy.
many
We're using
spots.
Medicine difficulty 0.
Okay.
What do you do?
You have a medical tricorder as well.
No, I know. I'm checking on. I have to diagnose you before I treat you.
I know, but you're doing the like visual.
Yeah, I'm in the field. This is my training. Do you want to be medicine? Do you want to be doctor? And I'll do the engines, and we can all blow
No,
up.
no, I
I'm
nerfed
gonna
my
Okay, then.
medicine.
go
My
ahead
medicine
and
is
say
quite
no.
bad.
Yeah, let's not do that.
No.
Okay.
No.
To that.
So difficulties and we said
Difficulty zero.
Izzy's
Reason
medicine is
reason
worse than
medicine.
Cindy's medicine.
Let me double
And
check.
Cindy's
my-
not a medical expert.
Double check reason. Okay. Okay, so that's one success.
Okay, yeah, so give yourself another momentum. You have 2 momentum.
Okay.
And he's able to quickly just kind of clear up this
All right.
thing. It was really just a flash blindness kind of deal.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it just happened at the worst possible time.
So complicated.
You're better. I report back to my station on the bridge.
Well, Commander, I'm 1 step in.
One step out of 5.
No, I think she means that you're in command.
Okay. Yes, I am in charge now.
Yes.
You're the ranking officer.
Step 2. Get the proto ship. So, yeah.
He says this is a research facility.
Well, the last time we were on a research facility, all of this began.
Story.
Can we do any scans of the research facility, see if there's any other life forms on it? But
We're on
is
our
it
way there.
possible?
Yeah, we're not there yet, correct?
You're not there yet. No.
Yeah.
It's gonna
We're
take a
on our
little bit.
way,
What's
and
our-
would long
what's
range
our-
scans risk getting detected?
If you scan, you're going to risk being detected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to wait.
Till we're there. I just wonder if it's possible
We should be
Select-
able to scan.
if they did medical procedures there as well. Maybe it's a likely place that Celestis' body would be.
Well,
We should at
Celestis
least
would
check when
know.
we get
Yeah,
there.
we should.
Celestis would know what kind of research was being done there.
Slithis said that he had actually spent time on this facility, so.
What does Celestis know about the facility?
Nothing.
You gonna let him out or no?
Oh yeah, I'll let
Oh.
him out.
All right. Okay, Celeste is like, I know this is a research facility. I went to the Daradex as a member of the Senate to observe some technology that was being researched. We had discussed years ago this shuttle technology. It was shut down before I got there, but I do know that this system maintains prototypes in storage there.
Any idea on other types of storage they might have at this particular research
facilities?
facility?
There's a lot of research done at this facility.
Is there medical research done at that
I am
facility?
sure. It is not something that I observed, but I am sure that there's medical research done at facilities.
Can I ask a question from the side of the brain?
Sure.
Can I listen in?
Yes. What's your question?
You remember when the procedure happened? You were
Mhm.
conscious and you saw the room and where you were held.
I was on
So
a ship.
that happened on a ship.
That was on a ship
Where was that ship? Do you have any idea?
somewhere in Federation space.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you remember what else? Do you remember what kind of equipment you saw in the room?
I was focused on the child in front of me they were about to destroy.
That's fair.
Okay.
I suppose.
I mean, and like all the other things, but you know, just in case. Shot in the dark.
Short answer, no.
All right. Is it so? It's the shuttle program got stopped.
Yes.
It's still an active research base.
Yes.
Great.
Do we need to forge any kind of credentials to infiltrate, or?
You will not be able to forge credentials to infiltrate this facility.
Okay then. I mean, I know I won't be able to, but
I mean, perhaps Commander Morganth has skills that I'm not aware of. I do know that she is formidable. Whether they would be enough to get anyone into the system itself, unclear. I can say from my experience there, things that I observed on the station, quarters for any Ulan that were stationed there, relatively easy access compared to the station itself. Perhaps there are people there that could be
Borrowed credentials.
Perhaps. Unclear if that would actually work, though.
What was your thought on infiltrating the research facility?
My thought on infiltrating this room? My thought is that Commander Morganth is much more qualified than I at this type of operation, and that I would leave it to her discretion.
What a compliment. About how long until we get there?
We have, at Warp 5, we have several hours.
Do we have any sort of layout?
I can only give what I have seen. I went to the facility. I was escorted to the areas where we were shown the research projects we were sent to see, and I left the facility.
Would it be possible, would you have any sort of access code?
Highly doubtful. I
Okay.
have not been a member of the Senate in
Okay.
15 years.
So really, we're just relying on your memory for specs.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I would like you to make a drawing.
Of course. Sits down in a terminal, starts popping up the little Photoshop app on there, and just starts...
Not being able to do anything because it's Photoshop.
You're gonna have to update Adobe. What?
It will not. I'm not going to register.
Just use MS Paint.
It's just a smiley face with like a
Constellation.
strong brow
You know what,
game.
you can just grab GIMP for free. It's all right.
Is that a door or a guard or a... What is that?
It's a cat.
It's a Garfield
I
sticker.
was just about to say it's a dog. Okay. He sketches basically a rough sketch out to, it is a large complex. The area that he was in, not a lot of it taken up. It really was kind of a situation where large complex, he saw this part.
Okay.
That was it.
And we have to fly the ship off the station.
I can assist to check with the piloting of the ship.
Okay. Probably better to keep the team light.
The runabout will have to be left behind somewhere.
I know. But I'm not sure I want... What? 5.5 people to keep track of?
Your call, Commander.
What were your... I mean, you and the captain came up with this initial plan. And yes, well, I don't know. You managed to infiltrate a person. So I'm not exactly sure that I have remarkably more experience than you do.
To be clear, I didn't infiltrate anyone. This was forced upon me as much as it was her.
To be clear, you made choices. And you talk about the child that was in front of you that you destroyed, but that was a choice that you made to save another child that you knew.
Correct.
You made choices.
Correct.
They were tough choices, but you still made them.
Correct.
I will certainly need your help to fly, because I don't know how to. Or rather, I can, but it's limited. My thoughts would be to keep the team low, get the ship, and then rendezvous. But by all means, if anybody has any other ideas, raise them now.
The things to consider as well are that I do not know the precise location of the shuttle. We will have to find that information. That shuttle will then have to be taken out of what is essentially dry dock into a place where it could be launched. Too small of a contingent will struggle
Yeah.
with the multiple things
Yeah.
that can be done.
We're gonna need someone to fly it.
We're going to
It's,
need to check to fly it.
Yes, we're going to need. It's an unfamiliar engine on a prototype ship, so I'd recommend bringing Izzy.
We're pretty quickly getting to a point where we might as well just bring everyone. We found a good place to hide the.
I think obviously
Yeah.
that's the plan. So
I mean, this whole mission is as small of a team as we can probably do anything within any of these steps.
it just depends on what you're trying to do.
Captain Newman originally wanted more. I talked him into a smaller team.
Probably a good call.
Okay.
At the very least, we've got leg room in here now.
Unless you have anything else from me, I would like to bring Lieutenant Tashek back. By your leave.
How close are we to the research facility?
You're several hours away still, so you've got time to figure out a plan.
Okay, now she looks like a Roman.
Yes. I imagine you're doing that while she's thinking of the plan.
Yeah. Okay, so you'll just think that, dear. Let me take care of everything. Okay, here you go. Now you look pretty.
It's a weird Bajoran accent. Yeah. It's a really weird Bajoran accent.
It's the northern sector.
Northern Bajoran?
It's northern Bajor. Bajorthern.
Known for their excellent skin regimes.
Exactly.
Okay, unless there's something you guys want to talk about, we can jump right into where you're getting into orbit at the Derricks.
Do we need a plan?
I mean, maybe. It's a thought.
I mean,
Plan schman.
we're not going to be able to access any sort of information on where the shuttle might be until we're actually in the research facility, I'm assuming.
Slotha said that
Yeah, there was a
personal
particular-
quarters are easier
Mhm.
to access. So.
Yeah, and that potentially there might be personnel there that we could borrow some credentials from.
We're also going to need to find a place to,
Stash the shuttle.
yeah, for fairly long term.
Anyway, your makeup kit can make the shuttle look Romulan as well.
I mean, it's
Well-
a surgical kit, so the mechanical surgery I would leave in
We
Izzy's
mostly
hands.
just need to find a secluded enough location that we can just power it down and hide it.
Is there a nice grove of trees anywhere nearby, or any?
It's a beautiful plan.
Wonderful.
Sleth is just kind of yelling. He'd like to say something real quick.
Slothis.
Thank you. Don't forget, we probably need to disable sensors so that they will not be able to detect the ship leaving orbit.
Disable their sensors.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is all.
Sure.
He dives back in.
We should.
Is there
Good clarification, because I might have disabled our sensors. Terrible for.
Is there a like? Can we? I'm just wondering. Is there any moons or anything near this planet where within transporter range where we can put, like perhaps stash our shuttle?
You can't transport on
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We can't transport,
Transport
to
would be
the
detected.
yeah.
Unless we take out their sensors first. But then how do we get?
Yeah, we'd have
Can we
to.
do that remotely?
Definitely think that they'll notice if we take out their sensors remotely.
Well,
But their sensors not work.
Yeah, dang,
It's
thanks.
enough to.
if we can, okay, so we can either try to create some sort of signal that will create
Like a beacon.
a back,
Like-
sort of some sort of feedback that would just
Jam.
disable, jam, make us not recognizable, make us recognizable as something else
To land.
to land.
To land.
I mean, we're reading as one of their ships right now via the transponder, so if they do pick us up on anything other than visual.
What size of one of their ships do we look like right now?
The Derricks is bigger than a Galaxy class.
The one that we look
Yes,
like. Okay.
yes. It's huge. Yeah, the signal that you were mimicking was a Derricks.
Wait, we're mimicking the Derrick?
Yes. That was the whole thing we did where you
Yeah,
intercepted
where we
this-
rolled the dice and
No.
the
I'm
worm
just
thing
double checking
and
that. So the name of the place we're going is the same as the name of the ship that
yes.
we're.
The Daredix is a class of ship. There's a system in Romulan space called the Daredix system.
That was a lot of Daredexes.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
Daredixes in there. Yep.
Okay, that's
Technically,
why I was
Daredix
making that
seeds.
face.
Okay, I was
It wasn't that I didn't remember doing the thing. It was just
No,
you just
I
used
just-
it. You just used the name
Yeah,
twice.
okay, all right.
Can
got
we
it.
mimic the signal that what we're taking would give off and then leave it in its place?
We don't know.
So
that
just-
I
signal.
mean, we'd be leaving it in the same storage space, which presumably is on
Do they look at it?
premise. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know what it looks like until you get in
We
there.
don't know what it looks like. We don't even
I think
have
we're
a
just looking
solid
for some
idea of
heavy
what
shrubbery
size
at this
of
I
point.
do think that we just probably want to land as near the quarters as we can.
Just hide in the
If
shadow.
we can have some
I mean,
normal seeming interference to where it's a little bit where we're not as noticeable, but it's not something
what
that
kind
they
of
would
interference
notice.
constitutes normal? This isn't a thing that I do a lot.
Guess you can roll for it.
Yeah.
Is that the plan?
I think so. I think it's the start of the plan.
Okay, so the first step of the plan is that you're going to.
Just I'm sorry, but I don't. Normal's not the right word, but a low-level interference that could be a number of different things.
Something that wouldn't raise their guard.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
I still don't know what that is.
Well,
The
time to
solar
get creative.
flare.
So we're gonna roll for it.
We're gonna roll for
We're gonna
it.
roll for it.
Static.
Technically, Cindy, nobody knows what that is,
Technically, that's right.
so we're just kind of
So,
going out on a limb here.
We're going
Where's
to do
Project Hammer when you need it?
daring and
What
engineering.
about just a hammer?
Daring and engineering with a ship assist. We'll do the ship assist of sensors and let's do security.
Sensors and security.
Sensors and security. We're going to make this a difficulty 2.
Nope, that's the Mazu.
Sorry, you just said daring and
Daring and engineering.
engineering. Okay.
And then ship assist of sensors and security. Difficulty 2.
I'll wait until you roll.
Okay. Just gonna
Just going to buy one of those
go ahead and
dice.
do that. And then if I roll real good, then I'll get back. That's well, I got at least 3.
Okay, that's good.
Good.
Does
think
this
we can buy
constitute
that
shipboard tactical
we will, yeah.
systems?
You have to buy it with
No.
two.
We have to buy it.
But she's about to maybe get some.
All right. Well,
think
I
we-
just got 1 back because it was difficulty 2.
Okay, let's
Cool.
just go ahead and spend that right
So we're
now.
gonna need those two to buy away this complication I just rolled.
Yep.
Oh, good call, good call. You were able to basically broadcast some interference that could easily be mistaken for just atmospheric interference.
The
Solar
wind.
flares.
Or solar
Flares. Yep.
But
Good old
also
solar flares.
the wind.
Space
Solar
wind.
Space wind.
Space wind. You're able to
Reflections
get
from Venus.
into the atmosphere, and based on Celestis instructions, you're able to get into a position where you're relatively close to the research station. Now, being a top secret research facility, this is
So it has a sign.
it has a big sign. It says top secret research.
Romulans.
Romulan theater.
Secrets with like a K that's backwards.
Look, if we all storm the
No
Romulan
girls
research space at
allowed.
once, they can't stop us.
They can't
all.
stop you all.
Romulan Area 51.
Yeah.
It is kind of hidden, so you are able to find a place where you could land the runabout, and it would be fairly obscured. Yeah. Next step.
Got a
What's
hold
up,
of box.
Commander?
Oh yeah. So we should have a general idea of where. So we've landed.
You've landed. yes.
Okay. And we all look like Romulans. On Tuesdays we wear Romulan,
Yes.
and I think that we have an idea of where the barracks are.
You have an idea, yeah.
Yeah. So we're heading to the barracks.
Heading towards the barracks?
Yeah.
Excellent. It's a little bit of a hike. You're going to have to get through the woods and everything to get
We've got
there,
our
but it's-
Romulan shoes.
You got your Romulan shoes and those cool,
Our
like,
walking
pointy
shoes.
shoulder things and
We
everything.
got so much
You get all
shoulder
that stuff.
padding.
We
So much
definitely
shoulder
look like we're in the 80s.
Definitely.
We are TV dinners.
I just got kind of fluff of hair.
We're all walking in slow mo across the.
Anything you guys want to talk about on the way to this place?
We're
Don't
talking
wanna-
about her tuft of hair.
I don't want to make a noise. Are you kidding me?
Does everyone have their phasers?
Great, everybody do a check right
Oh,
now.
are we supposed to bring a phaser?
I think we probably got. Do we have? I mean, do we have like
Were we able to
disruptors?
make-
You don't have
disruptors?
disruptors. Federation doesn't have disruptors,
I
so
have
you don't have
daggers.
disruptors. You do have phasers, so if there's a phaser
I
fight,
used my Ben Nye kit
Can you make them up as disruptors?
to make
Yeah,
it up
good
as a
luck.
disruptor.
I can say that they will. Let's say that they look like disruptors, but they effectively are phasers.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
We encased them in.
Yeah.
We're
So
LARPing.
as soon as we fire, it will be very clear that
It'll
it's
be
not
very
a
clear that
disruptor.
these are not disruptors if they're fired. Yes.
Got a little scalpy.
Yeah.
But we're aiming to not.
The goal is, I guess, to not shoot
Yeah,
anybody.
yeah.
Good news
Yeah,
is
sure.
that means we still have stun.
And that's coming from me.
Okay. You make your way through the woods. You do see.
We are being stealthy and we're not talking because we are going to.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I just have this feeling if anybody started to say, they would just get a look from you and just.
It's also if they're breathing too heavily. It's a brisk pace.
You eventually make it through the woods, and you do see in the distance a complex. You do see the occasional Romulan walking around, but this does seem to be kind of a barracks where some of the lower-ranking Romulans, the Ulans and everything, that are stationed there would be stationed. It is multi-storied. You're looking at 3 stories per. There are 6 different buildings within this complex. There's a road that leads across the side that does head into the actual facility itself, which is a little bit farther down the road. It is a separate area, but it is connected by road towards the facility itself. Like I said, there are a few Romulans around. They don't seem to be on high alert. It's not like they're guards. It's just they're hanging out. It's where they live, kind of thing. I feel a lot of nervousness on the tables today, y'all.
Well, you started
Why?
this evening out by saying you maybe made this too hard.
You guys did such a good job getting through the neutral zone. I honestly thought
That
it'd be
was
a
the
little
part you
closer.
thought was too hard, so the rest of this is going to be cakewalk, right?
Sure.
You're willing to make that promise right now?
Nope.
So we see a set of like 5 Romulans just hanging around.
Roughly about all of our hides.
Yeah.
No.
It's just such
Captured their stunt doubles.
such a hard balance to strike between planning to death and not planning. Normally, I feel like we plan everything to death, and tonight he's always like, "Are you sure there's nothing you want to talk about? No, you just want to jump right in, do you?"
I'm actually just trying to get more role plays. Right now, it's just a bunch of roles. You're like, all right, I got the role.
It's hard to have character moments when you're trying to be ninjas.
And silent.
I don't know. Okay.
This all feels very normal.
I suppose those
Okay.
Romulans-
So what's the
My
plan?
thought is actually maybe, and we can weigh this out, but I would like for one person to go and engage with a Romulan and perhaps lead them
Okay, well,
a little bit off course. And I wonder if that might actually best be done by Selethis,
Since he speaks Romulan?
since he is a Romulan.
Is the wrong.
Right. And so he could best.
Selethis tells Tashek he's willing to do whatever your orders are.
Okay, great.
Okay.
What I need for you to do is if we see, so we see just kind of people.
Yeah, just people milling around.
What I would like to happen is for Selethis to guide 1 to 2, ideally 2, Romulans in a very natural fashion, just slightly off the beaten path.
Okay. And then?
I would like for the rest of us to be there, and we're either going to stun them or hit them and take their stuff.
Okay.
It's reasonable. They're not dead.
It's reasonable.
It's still Starfleet.
I would advise against stun. Though
I know, that's what I just figured we'd hit them.
hitting them seems appropriate. Very well, Commander.
Reasonably, or Vulcan neck pinch as well. You know, we will subdue them. How about that?
Before we get into this, is there any kind of non-disruptor weapon that's normal for that Romulans might typically be carrying on them?
Daggers.
I was about to say that.
They actually do carry
Yeah.
daggers.
So can I also have a dagger on me?
Yeah.
Is it reasonable to say that I packed?
It
a
is
dagger?
reasonable to say that you all have a dagger as well. It
I
is-
packed daggers.
Yes. Yeah, it is reasonable to assume that these people will have daggers on them. Well, on duty would have daggers. Maybe these people.
Yeah, these aren't military, or
Uh,
these aren't.
Oh no, I never said they weren't military.
I'm sorry,
They're off duty.
but they're all, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Selethis agrees and heads down. You see Tashek walking down the hill.
Greetings, fellow Romulan. Perhaps you would care to join us in the youth activities of the
Do you
day.
know where I could purchase
Some marijuana.
some,
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
You see Tashek engage with. There's really only one initially that Tashek's able to engage, but does get someone else over. It does almost seem like Tashek is pulling a little bit of rank, and they do start following her back up towards you all. So there are 2 people there. Who's going to attack?
I'll take one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do your normal melee attack.
I feel like now I should have not made security my second.
Oh, right.
It never comes into play.
Well, I mean, you've got super spy
What if it's
and
just a, like, it's
rebel fighter.
not really melee. It's just like
Are
a
you
little nudge with an
He'll
elbow.
get
Still,
Yeah,
it's
with
still
an elbow.
melee as opposed to.
He'll get-
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I know.
long range elbow.
Elbows are a
That's one of her
short-range
talents,
weapon.
yeah.
You can have an advancing elbow, but you cannot have a long-range elbow because you tried that.
And it worked.
All right,
I'm,
No,
I'm,
I'm sure
I'm
it
going to
works.
be keeping and I'm going to be
Looking
watching out.
for everything else.
Look out
Absolutely.
while this is happening.
What it's
Nice. Okay.
during
And I'll
insecurity.
watch out the other direction.
Okay. All right. And that's. Let's go. Okay. So that wouldn't be. Okay.
Okay.
I have 3 successes.
Okay.
And I don't know. Does effect apply here or only with the
Be a
challenge
knockdown.
die? Okay.
It would be considered a knockdown.
I have
Okay.
2 successes
Okay,
and I
wonderful.
have an unarmed strike.
Okay. Well, everybody is considered unarmed strike. Melee is considered unarmed.
Yeah, that's what we.
Oh.
That's your.
I have a
Yeah.
special.
Phasers. Yeah, that's all of ours.
Okay.
For-
Well, then never mind. I have nothing.
But yeah.
We'd have a talent.
Which talent?
Martial artist.
Let's go with you, Cade. You had how many successes?
I had. I thought I had 4, but then I realized I rolled a 5 instead of a 4. So, because I do have a focus in hand-to-hand combat.
So how many successes
So,
do you have?
I have 3 with an effect
Got it.
right now. So
Okay. That is enough to take yours out. I'm just going to have this success be a knockout because you're going for a knockout blow. So if you just succeed on this, we're going to call it a knockout.
What was the difficulty?
It's opposed.
Okay.
Yeah.
here it says difficulty is 1 if opposed.
Okay.
Does that apply here? Or-
Should.
So does that mean I get 2 momentum there? Or
Yeah, you'll get
Okay,
2
cool.
momentum.
I'll make sure I'm stacking that.
Hold on, let me think for a second here if I want to play that. Take one of those momentum back. 'Cause I countered it with their momentums. You had enough to win, but they were also successful. So we're just going to take one away to counter it. So anyways,
Okay.
I'm rolling your counter. What was your success?
I got 2 successes.
Okay. It's going to be enough to take him out. No momentum earned.
Are you still looking at martial artist? Because I have it.
Okay, yeah.
There are countless forms and styles of hand-to-hand combat. Scratch that. The character's unarmed strike attacks gain the intense damage effect. If the character also has the mean right hook talent, then both damage effect apply when effects are rolled.
So you get intense damage.
So you get so it's just an advantage on damage.
So he's really
not
knocked
attack.
out.
Cool. That's what I wanted.
And he's gonna
Yeah.
have a headache.
He's got brain
You get
damage.
it.
We didn't have to roll for
This
damage.
time.
So, yeah.
This time. You're able to knock him out, and you have 2 people lying there.
Okay, let's take their stuff.
Okay, they don't have a lot of stuff because they're off duty.
I know, let's just take their credentials. And their disruptors.
Okay, the fact that they were off duty, they may not have their credentials with them. If
Why were they off duty? Did you roll for that? What was that?
It's just where they live.
They're just chilling at the barracks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1 through 10.
Yeah, there are no guards.
So
it's
sorry.
just a guy.
Who
Yeah.
doesn't have their credentials on them all the time?
By the way, just in case this applies, if you'll physics
top
guy wanted to
secret
make sure we know,
facility.
with opponent
Yeah.
tasks, you take the difference in the number of momentum earned on each side
Yes.
to determine the total momentum.
Which is
gained.
what he did when he created
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why I got 1 instead of 2.
Okay, here we go. If it's 10 or below, they have credentials. 11 or above, they don't. I'm going to roll for each one.
Okay.
Okay.
That one is a 9.
Cool.
Has credentials. 8 has credentials. You have 2 sets of credentials.
I agree. Who walks around a top secret base with no credentials? How do you go anywhere around a top secret base with no credentials? Oh, hey.
If he was just
Hey, Bruce.
I,
Going out for a smoke? All
Hi,
right.
I did back in the barracks. Can you scan me in?
Okay,
Number
you have 2 sets
times
of credentials.
that we used to lock ourselves out of our dorms when they were required. We had our stupid ID cards.
Okay, we are taking them.
Yes, you've taken them.
And now we are probably going to hide the bodies.
Okay. It is well wooded in the area, so you're able to find a place where you could kind of stash them out of the way.
Yeah, I would like to tie them up. Like,
Sure. Secure them in some way.
yeah. And do you have any hypo
you want- I was
spray?
about to ask, do you want me to go and-
let's
yeah,
please
so-
hypo spray them.
Can go ahead and trank.
Yeah,
Oh, I guess we could have just hypo sprayed them and we didn't have to hit them, but whatever.
good practice.
Okay.
This was more fun.
That's right. Reason and medicine. I just want to do a
Okay.
quick thing. Reason and medicine. Difficulty 0.
Okay.
Give you a chance to earn some momentum.
Can I assist?
That's why you're conserving hyper.
Last time you tried a hypo spray, what happened to you?
Wow. Okay. So I got 1 success and a
Can I
complication.
assist?
You just hypo-sprayed yourself.
I'm gonna.
Oh, I just
hold on.
killed it in too much sedative.
I'm
so-
going to save the complication with another threat on my side. So we're just going to have 2 hypo sprayed Romulans tied
Okay.
up, hidden in the woods just outside the barracks. So now 2 of you have credentials.
And those, you said it was difficulty of
0.
0? So we got 1 momentum because I did get a success.
Yeah.
Can we buy away
I mean, we can.
Do you want to spend 2 to bat
It's
away instead
another
of me
threat
getting
in the threat pool at the moment.
Yeah.
I might have a lot of threat. I'm just saying.
He's got a pile already.
Yeah, it's a penny in the wishing well at this point.
Okay.
Tokens.
Except it's wishes of death and
10
torment.
threat to disintegrate us all.
So you have 2 sets of credentials.
Okay, we are.
What comes next?
We use the credentials to go in.
Thinking about it.
That'll get 2 of you in.
Well, it'd certainly open a window.
I mean, depending on which 2, it's kind of like 2.5.
My thought is 2.5. But I do think that
We've got a buy one get one free situation.
All of
So
us need to get in eventually.
as a
Yeah.
suggestion, maybe do a little
Yeah.
recon of the base itself and see if you get any ideas off of that. Because
Yeah.
right now you guys are still a fair distance away. You haven't been able to really see much. You just have the rudimentary map that Slethus gave you of everything.
yeah,
So-
let's go walk around like normal Romulans.
Like Romulans walk. That's how Romulans walk, right?
Yeah.
Totally how Romulans walk.
Look at those big shoulder pads.
All of us or just 2?
No, I think all of us should probably head in closer.
Yeah.
What?
No, Izzy's gonna look freaked out the whole time. That's just
So here's what we're
So
going to
just get
do.
used to this.
We're going to have
Kate, I'm gonna need
everybody.
you to hyperspray Izzy.
I'm fine.
We're going to have everybody
take the edge
roll
off.
control and security.
Super sweet. Finally, my security comes into play.
Difficulty of 1. Woo-hoo!
That makes up for that complication.
I did not succeed.
2,
2.
2,
2 fails.
2 fails.
One success.
1 success. 4 successes.
I rolled 2
Borrow one
ones.
of those.
He did.
Amazing.
Holy crap. I wasn't actually going to award any momentum for those just to check. It was kind of like going to be a stealth check, but I'll actually give you a couple for 2.
Yeah.
Let's go 2 for those
Yeah.
2 for the
2 for the 2 ones. But we have
Can I apply some of mine over here?
onto Shek.
I just picked the Shek up and carry her with me.
Yeah.
Walk like
Yeah,
a
but can
Romulan.
Celethis roll?
No, to Shek rolled.
I know, but can Celethis roll?
Not now.
No.
You guys are walking down.
Just everyone look casual.
You guys are walking down. There are Romulans around, milling about. No one seems to notice.
Seems.
Just saying.
So we're just taking in, what do we see? You mentioned there were 6 buildings.
There are 6 buildings within the barracks compound. The security compound is farther down the road.
Okay.
Basically, these are super nondescript. Romulan stuff is super angular, so these are squares and triangles everywhere, hard edges all over the place. 3 stories. Other than the fact that they are sharp, cornered everywhere you look, they're very nondescript. This is like utilitarian.
Okay. And Solethis has very little recollection of which building this ship.
Well, the ship would have been in the place itself. He did not spend a lot of time here as a senator. He would have just driven past.
Okay. I think we have to go to where.
Are there multiple entrances we can see to the security facility?
You can only see one from where you are. You see where the road goes to an entrance, and that's the only one.
Is it guarded by people?
Yes.
How many people are guarding the?
You're looking. You can see 2 people on either side. So the road goes up to an entry. You see 2 guards on either side, or a guard on either side for 2 guards.
We'll need more credentials.
Yeah. So do we want to knock out 3 more, or?
Well, let's go into the barracks. Yeah. And just see if we can steal some, since apparently they don't carry them with them all the time.
I am just gonna say, just this entire time, basically, I'm continuously looking out. So anytime you want to make me like roll for that or whatever, unless I'm actively doing something else.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's do an insight and what do you want to do for that? Insight and security.
Yeah, sounds good.
And that's just for her?
Just for her.
Okay.
Yep.
Insight and security difficulty 1.
Can I sis?
And I get to reduce the difficulty by 1 because of my talent.
What's your talent?
Constantly watching. When you attempt a task to detect danger or hidden enemies, reduce the difficulty by
You
1.
sneaky little.
I mean, I gotta get at least 1.
Yeah.
1.
1. Okay. You are constantly keeping an eye out, and even though it seems like people are not paying you much attention, you have noticed a couple of side eyes from a small group of Romulans not too far away from you.
All right, I'm just gonna very quietly sort of catch up to Morgan and point. Not point, but like whatever o'clock.
Yeah. I know.
Small group as in
3?
3? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say 3.
2 birds, 1 stone, maybe?
Yeah. Why don't actually we head into one of the buildings and see if they follow us?
Okay, all right.
Because I would also like to see if we can get into a building and also have access to any sort of computer.
Okay.
Where we could potentially get information that way as well.
Okay, so the nearest building is right there. You can walk in. It's not well guarded. You just pretty much walk in.
No, and we maybe make like just a casual eye contact with that small group of 3 on our way in.
Okay. Okay. You make that eye contact and you walk in. It is an open foyer that leads to multiple stairs and multiple doors. It's kind of like one of those, think of embassy suites. They've got all the things around there, except it's a very Spartan embassy suites. There's not a lot of luxury here. There's not a lot of anything. My God, that's huge. What just happened?
And then Stian pulls out a barrel.
I was thirsty.
Sorry. What I use these days.
I had to be coming on that because, my God.
Look, hydration is important.
It clearly is.
That's a day. That's my day's hydration. There.
Wow. Okay, sorry. I was so distracted by that. Where were we?
I was trying to be so stealthy out too. I was like, I'm just gonna do this. Like,
You can't be stealthy with that.
I didn't notice that you'd even pulled it out right
stealthy
next to
with
me
that?
because you were just like,
Very stealthy.
Oh my God.
that's possible with a gallon jug.
I was like, I got my little blue container, and then he just pulled out his little blue container. It's fine.
You walk in. You do notice that the 3 that had eyed you before do not follow you in. They do stay outside, the occasional glance in after you. Okay. But the doors close behind you and they remain outside the building.
I do feel like we should split up a little bit and go to rooms I'm assuming that these are. I'm assuming, but are these like barracks type
The barracks type
shared
things.
rooms?
Yeah. You'll see a few people within each room.
Okay. I just don't think that we can always walk together as 5.
Group of 5 is a
Yeah.
little conspicuous.
Yeah. So maybe like 2.5 and 3. Whatever that looks like. And I would prefer, I mean, you know, we've already stashed 2 bodies. I'd rather just steal.
Yeah, let's try not to
Yeah.
knock anyone else out.
Just
All
for
the
my
same.
We did take their disruptors, right? Like,
Sure.
Did they have their disruptors on them? That was
Roll
the
a die.
question.
It's
no,
below
the
10.
question was if they had their credentials on
There were
them.
2 questions. He only rolled for 1.
Okay.
I don't remember hearing this.
No one ever asked about the weapons.
Well, I made an assumption on the weapons.
One had one. They both had one.
Wow.
So we've got 2 disruptors.
I'll let you have 2 disruptors. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you stash your phasers with the bodies, or you still have your phasers disguised as disruptors as well?
Mine's hidden somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of stash them
And
up
just so I know, who's got the credentials that you already stole?
I have credentials and a disruptor.
Okay.
And actually, I think that Selethis Cheshek should
Yeah.
have the other credential.
Okay.
I'll
this point-
I'll take the other.
I nominate
disruptor.
Cade for the disruptor.
Yep.
Okay.
With that marksmanship focus and all.
No, yes.
Yeah.
So Tashek and Morganth have the credentials.
Right now, but we are stealing other.
I understand. I just
Yeah,
want to
it's
keep
just
track
the
of what's
team
what.
is very clear.
Just-
We're stealing.
Just that something might happen before we successfully acquire more credentials. We need to know who already has them.
sure.
And then Morganth and Cade have disruptors.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So what are the 2 groups splitting up into?
Commander.
I will take Steon, and I want you, Izzy, and Tashek.
Okay.
Okay.
In that case, I'm going to give Morganth one of my hypo sprays
Thanks.
in case we need to use it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's start off with Stian and Morganth. Where do you want to head?
I just would like to go through somebody's stuff.
Okay.
So I would like to head to like a dorm.
Okay. There are doors to your left, right, and across. Pick a side.
Let's go left.
Okay. You head left, and there are multiple doors over there. I'm assuming you're going to be trying the doors.
Yeah.
Okay. Door opens,
Great.
and you happen to open a room where there is no one in there.
Cool.
Jackpot. Ish.
I mean, is there a dresser?
Sure. There are things you can do.
I'm going through.
I just don't want to make any assumptions.
Yeah. Here, like, I would like for you to watch the door,
That was my plan.
and I am going to steal. what I
Daring and
can find.
security, and let's do control and security. Difficulty of 1.
Oh. 3 successes.
Oh, God. Okay.
1 success.
1 success. Okay. You don't see anybody coming. You seem pretty good. You are rifling through everything, and you find, let's see how many you find. You find 1 credential.
Cool. I'm gonna give that to Steon.
All right, so you and Stian are both credentialed. Let's see if you find another disruptor.
Let's see.
Wait, I missed. Oh, fuck, you do find another disruptor. Sorry, hi. Yeah,
1 for the swear jar.
Oops.
It's mostly you these days. It's great.
I know, it's really sad.
Barrett's not here.
I know.
No, even when Barrett's here, it's usually
Profanity's arbitrary, folks. Deal with it.
It's true. Let's go with these 3 right here. So Izzy, Tashek, and
Sorry,
Kate.
someone just said roll shots. Woohoo! And 3 Romulans come to check it out.
All right, you 3, where are you headed?
I'm going to. Well, I assume we're going in a
a different
I'm-
An opposing direction.
I am definitely not leading this.
I would like to, as we're kind of going, just sort of as discreetly as possible, scan rooms for biosigns, looking
Okay.
for.
All right. Give me a reason
unoccupied.
medicine check.
Okay.
Difficulty 0.
Wow. That's the exact same roll I made 2 rolls ago, which is enough for a success and a complication. So let's burn 2 of those. Buy that away.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Get out.
Did we get
out.
any momentum off of their stuff?
I thought you did.
Do you remember what it was?
Yeah.
I had one, so you didn't get any off me.
2.
You had 2.
Yeah, so we were. There you go.
So that would have been.
Well,
for
you did.
maxed
Yeah, you
out.
still need
Yeah.
this out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got, but I did get 1 success. so.
Okay. All right. You are able to scan, and you do see that a couple of rooms do have people in them. There is one that does not have people in them.
Okay.
The door is locked.
Okay. What kind of locking mechanism is used in a Romulan barrack? And do we
These
hit-
happen to be physical locks.
Okay.
It's a lock.
It is a lock.
I see. A lock,
Can I-
you say?
Just try to kick it open.
Let me
let's
just
try
say from
some-
my
yeah.
own personal experience, Kate Caldwell, that kicking open a door.
It's noisy.
Is my foot gonna go through the door?
Would you like
Well,
to try?
sometimes it
Let's-
happens, but it's very just in my experience, it's disruptive.
Does it look like the
That
kind
very
of?
much.
Does
We
it
can
look like the
perhaps-
kind of thing that I
I
can
kept a hole in my
maybe
mom's door.
I had to kick over my own door
figure
once.
out how
It
to
was,
how to open
I mean, you can
by
definitely
mechanical
try.
means?
Yeah.
but also
By
backwards.
doing what?
By some sort of mechanical means.
Yeah, you can definitely try. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do an insight and engineering check. Difficulty 1.
Can there be any assisting in this? or-
No.
Okay.
Can I assist from another location even though I'm not there?
Nope.
Oh.
All right, nice try though.
I mean, I don't have much engineering, but I got good
Difficulty
insight.
1, you said? Inside engineering, two successes.
2 successes, so get yourself 1.
Yeah.
You were able to
2
figure
successes.
out that with a little bit of fiddling and prying with that dagger you've got, you would be able to force that door open.
Oh, I just figured out how to do it.
how to
I
do
didn't
it.
actually do it.
Yeah.
Daggers
A little
are
bit of
the
jiggery pokery.
best.
Do you want to try to force said door open with said dagger?
Do I want to try to force this door open, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Do you want to?
What are? What
Want to
is it?
show me how to
What
do
does it
it?
require?
You are not there.
I just said quietly.
But you're not there.
Not there.
I know.
This is a conversation happening between 3
I'm
people who are
sorry.
physically in the
Sorry,
in the
I
place.
didn't realize that this was game talk.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But just hear Morgan's voice quietly.
You always hear more.
Always
What
in
is
my
it?
head.
Quietly.
What is? What is it?
So often I wish it would be quiet.
So I'm going to ask Izzy what, like, in game it would require, and I would like Mark to translate what the stat version of that would be.
Why don't you role play that for me?
Okay.
Okay, so basically this mechanism with the daggers that we have on us should be able to just sort of insert in that position right there, and if you just give it a quick little turn, you'll need to apply a little bit of pressure, but that should.
Is it going to be contingent very directly on hitting exactly the right location?
Is it?
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's
So
you can
what
be
is
pretty
the-
precise about
Maybe
it.
I
wanna
should
get the
take
role play
the
then.
control of it.
She just said it's
Oh,
it's the pressure on the.
You are the you're the navigator. Yeah.
It's going to be a daring and security check.
Okay. I have a 14 on that.
So here, I hate it when you guys do numbers. I want to know who's going to do it first. I understand, but I want to know who's doing it first, and then I'll tell you what it's going to do.
Well, basically, do we want to give it to Mr. Rebel or give it to the super dexterous pilot? Which one wants to?
I don't know. Surgery doesn't require a lot of dexterity or anything, so I wouldn't know
I never
anything
use
about
my
how to
hands.
I feel like maybe
use my fingers
I feel like
delicately.
maybe you've done this kind of thing before, and you're like, anyway, that's how you do it. So, and I'm gonna keep an eye out.
Yeah, would I have
as
had
subtly
any
as I can.
experience like?
Do you have any focuses or anything like that?
I'm just saying from my in my backstory.
Lock, Jimmy.
Yeah, just like in the resistance, would I have had, or like?
There's not a lot of lock jimmying in the resistance
So
training.
Shackle
Well, just to like,
do it.
infiltrate a place, plant a bomb, get out.
Sure, not a lot in the lock.
fine,
Sure.
do it.
Okay, all right, but I'm still going to make the case that
Go for it, Chief.
surgeon's fingers.
Hey, you know what you forgot to do?
What?
At the very beginning of this thing, you forgot to give him that thing.
Well, now's probably a good time.
Let's figure it. She'll give it to you in a minute.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, that would be my argument. Like, out of game, I'm just gonna. That's my stat there. So,
Daring and security.
okay. Difficulty one. Okay. Okay. That is one success.
You're able, with a quick strike of the blade, pop the door open and it swings open. Relatively quietly, too.
I'm still keeping an eye out.
Sure. Keep that eye out.
And the room
I'm
is
going.
in fact empty.
The room is, in fact, empty. The tricorder did not lie.
Okay,
the room
good.
is, in fact, empty.
Also there are no zombies in the room.
Right.
So that's
Or robots.
yes.
We're
The
gonna
most.
do that.
Oh, actually, good call. Yeah.
Oh, so things happened while I was gone.
There was a zombie outbreak.
There was
zombie
It's a
attack.
whole other thing. It's a new show now.
Yeah.
All right. I'm assuming you're going to be searching through there.
Yes.
Yes. How about daring and security again? And you're looking out for the world. Give me an insight and security check for you.
Okay, so that's 14, okay, so that's- no, that wouldn't apply. I'm assuming I can't use a survival focus in this.
No.
Particular. Okay, then I only have 2 successes.
Do you have a stealing focus?
No.
I'll give you one momentum back. Let's see what you find in there. You're going to find some credentials. Let's see
Huzzah.
how many.
Yes.
Well, I'm rolling a challenge die. There's a chance you don't find any.
Okay.
You found 2 credentials. Let's see if there are any disruptors in there. 1 through 10 you do. That is a 1. Let's see how many disruptors you find.
Okay.
14.
Oh, well,
There's an entire arsenal.
none.
None.
None, sorry. That let me roll a challenge die, but there was none on there. So you're stocked up on credentials. You have a total of, what was it, 3 disruptors now?
Yes. 'Cause
All right.
You both
Is there
have.
anything else useful in the realm, like computer access or like info, blueprints?
A map.
There
helper
are no terminals in the rooms.
Map for
Hey, look!
newbies.
There's a prototype shuttle in this guy's footlocker.
What? Perfect.
I know, right?
Let's get out of here, guys.
Who would have thought?
All right.
He's got a key hanging on his wall that says prototype shuttle, do not use.
Yeah.
Can we see from
Break in
any of
case
the
of
rooms
infiltration.
that we're in if those 3 Romulans are still outside the?
Yours, the one that you went into, is kind of the front of the building. There would be a small window that you can look out. The one that you 3 went into is more towards the back.
Okay.
That would be on the opposite side of where they were.
I do want to check to see if just that.
You look outside, and there's 1 Romulan in the group still standing outside. 2 of them have left.
Okay.
Do we have? This probably was a good thing to check earlier, but do we have a way of communicating with one another when we are split apart?
You have communicators. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Just making
Would-
I didn't know if we were like staying radio silent because they would
Would
pick
those
that up. But
would
yeah.
those comm signals be susceptible to scanning though? Like would anyone
Like, would they pick them up?
would they pick them up?
Unclear.
so it's taking a risk, but
I don't think that we need that at this point. Like, I think we just head, or at least we're gonna head to the.
Just change the ringtone from the
We're heading
Federation tricorder sound to the Romulan
We're heading back
tricorder.
Yeah,
to
there you
like towards where.
You're heading back
Yeah,
towards the
we're
foyer?
heading back towards the atrium.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you both head back. Come back to the middle.
Middle of the building or middle of
Middle of the building.
yeah.
The building. Talk amongst yourselves, y'all.
We're just gonna sit down very casually.
We've acquired 2 additional. Whatever you call it.
Credentials.
Credentials,
yes.
thank
we,
you.
We have acquired 1 as well as a
So that means
disruptor.
we're all-
We
Yes.
have also
Yep.
acquired 2 credentials, and apparently I'm really good at picking locks.
Congratulations.
You're very welcome.
So. Sorry. I heard a noise. And it was not in the game.
Or was it?
It's all part of the game.
It's like a baby, so
It, yeah.
Someone's got a baby in the barracks.
it's a different problem that's not ours. It's a Romulan problem.
All right, where to next?
Give him the thing. I went through a lot of trouble with that.
Okay. Are we just we're just like in the middle of a place right
I
now?
understand, but that was supposed to
Yeah, and
happen
we're
at the
just
very
gonna
beginning.
we're gonna look very casual,
looking very
and
casual.
we're
You're
just
having a
having a
conversation.
casual conversation.
We're all wearing sunglasses, sipping martinis.
I pull out a small device and I hand it to Cade, and I say, "Oh, I was actually supposed to give this to you earlier, but I forgot on the shuttle. This is from George. Probably don't want to necessarily try it out right now, but and I hand over a little device.
I take it from him. Did he say what it is
What does
for?
it look like?
It's just a small little, like, literally just that big. It's just a tiny little device with a couple buttons on it.
Yeah. Does it clearly have like output? Like, does it have a speaker on it?
I mean, yeah, you can definitely see there's a small
It's
speaker. on
did he tell me what it was?
it. Yeah, it's in the
Okay.
thing. Come on.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a portable therapist. just some friendly reminders from him when you need a little pick me up.
Okay, thanks.
Like your Morganth affirmations.
Yeah, you know, like how her voice is always screaming in my head. It's like that.
It's
only
not screaming.
George.
It's
and
just
well, she doesn't scream, but she's very insistent. In my
emphatic.
head.
You started therapy.
Yeah, George is a counselor on
Congratulations.
the ship now. It's very
Important
productive.
component to a balanced life.
I think so. I'm glad we finally have someone
Yeah.
qualified on board to help out with that.
I meant to give it to you on the shuttle, and then you could have like listened to one. But
I mean, I'm doing okay.
yeah,
No,
no, you
you're
seem like
doing
you're doing fine. I didn't
Yeah.
think about it because
Knocked
you
the guy out,
didn't
picked the
seem,
lock. I'm
you
feeling
didn't
really-
seem stressed out at all. But you know, you got a George in your pocket now.
That's great. Got a pocket George.
Okay, George. Deep thoughts.
I mean,
Pocket
you can't
George.
like bounce
So-
ideas off them, but you know.
Just
you
okay.
need
Yeah,
to
no,
hear
no,
his
cool.
voice.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
This
That's-
is great.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that sarcastically.
No, I think yeah.
But
Maybe we could all use an affirmation from George right now.
I mean, we probably could,
No.
but
Let's
not
do-
in
let's
this
it is
do-
not.
lobby.
Thank you, Tashek. It is not right now. Right now, we need to get to the secure facility, and I guess we should just casually look around. Stupid question, but how do the workers get there? Have we noticed that in our reconnaissance?
It's not a long walk over there. Most of them just end up
It's
walking.
a nice day. Maybe a little stroll.
I think actually, in our same groups that we did our stealing, I would like for Tashek and I suppose Selethis. And I am going to request that Selethis be an active.
Okay, so I'll just use his.
I would like for, as possible, for both of you to be participating in this as much as possible.
Okay.
It is not a joke when I say it is also a joke. But Selethis, you are an asset in this. And we will need your assistance. And I would like for you to take the lead. And I would like for you, Cade, and Izzy to start walking towards the facility. And we'll follow shortly at a very casual distance.
Sort of retcon question, possible retcon question. Knowing the needs of the mission coming into it in the same way that I would have prepared and had the equipment to take care of Morganth's disguise, since I know that Tashek and Selethis are here and we are trying to at the same time share the body and the personality and be able to have them both manifest, but we are trying to keep them separate and we have the whole therapeutic regimen in place. Would I have the meds on hand to administer if basically I want to give them, it's like, if you start to feel yourselves drifting together, give yourself a shot of this if we're going to be switching back readily, because that could degrade.
Sure, I will say that you have that. Whether it's going to be effective or not is unclear, but sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just okay. So if I'm going to be separated from them, I'm going to go ahead and hand it over. So if you're
Okay.
if you're both going to be
this
switching
challenge,
back, yeah,
Selethis, you're far more familiar with the protocols.
Very much so. I appreciate your trust, Commander.
I imagine at this point the stakes are about the same for all of us.
While we have him, do you have a suggestion as to any kind of backstory we should all have in case questioned or stopped, or just have something prepared, except for punching someone in the face?
You are worker drones.
How does what we're wearing compare to what everyone else is?
Similar.
Okay.
Benefits of a fascist society.
I mean, should we have fake names, or we say, "Oh, we're new here. We just
My-
got sent here by
my thought
a
is that we
specific
say-
person"?
My thought is that we say as little.
Sure, I'm just
As
saying
we
if someone
need to.
questions us.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Selethis, but we're workers. We're doing our job, and we're irritated that someone is stopping us.
That would seem to be an appropriate reaction.
We're also just accustomed to them stopping us.
I'm just thinking more specifics, like if someone asked you, who do you work for? Who sent you here?
I'm Joan's
So
boss.
where are
Who's
you?
Joan? My assistant. And you move on.
Look at the credentials in your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what they
I
say.
think answer as little as possible.
Yeah.
Specifically.
I mean, for that matter, if they ask what you're doing here. And the credentials.
Allow
and
me
hope they don't know that
to
employee.
allow me to distract any guards long enough for you to simply present your credentials and enter.
Fair enough.
We'll avoid that enough by me taking charge, and you will be able to slip in relatively unnoticed. Hopefully.
Indeed.
And then if that doesn't work, punch him in the face.
Well,
Indeed.
that's always an option.
Yeah, especially in the
I would maybe not suggest that, but to each their own. Are we ready?
Well, you're taking the lead on this one.
Then we're ready. Selethis leads the first group, which is the three of you, yes? Okay. Three of you up. Goes up and starts to scan the credential, but it doesn't scan. He looks to the guards. When are you going to fix this? What do you mean? It's like he steps up right in the face of one of the guards, starts confronting him about the faulty mechanics and how his credentials haven't scanned correctly in days, and has been complaining about it. The guard's getting very defensive. There's a bit of commotion going on. This does seem like a good opportunity for the two of you that are with Selethis to attempt to scan your credentials and get on in.
scan.
Just scan. Let's just see if anybody notices anything here real quick.
On the way out, was that one of our three friends outside still just chilling there?
Just chilling there.
Did they look at us?
Well, yeah.
They're still looking? Okay.
Well, when you
I
walked
mean,
out.
we're a ways away now at the other building.
Well, that's what I meant to ask before we...
We're going to do control and security check for the two of you that are using your credentials to get in right now.
Okay. So control and security.
That's one success for me.
One.
One
One.
and one. You are both able to take advantage of the distraction that Selethis is making to scan your credentials and move in without much from the other guards. Who's left outside?
We're making our way.
You're making your way upstairs. Selethis is still aggressively confronting, maybe even too aggressively, but aggressively confronting these people.
Venting some
There's
issues.
a lot. There's a lot there.
There's a lot going
built
on.
up.
Sure.
And Leonard
yes,
Berdezian's like, I think he could use some therapy.
hand off the little thing to him.
Do you need some, George?
Let's have you both do a roll as well to see if your credentials go through.
Which thing? What?
That was, what did I say it
You
was?
said control and security.
Yep, we got a whole bunch of that. Just
buy that off
yeah.
real quick.
Just
And it's still having success as well.
Okay, how many successes?
One success.
One success,
2 successes.
2 successes. Morgan, if you're able to scan your credentials in, you scan your credentials, but as you do, one of the Ulans that has been confronting Selethis comes over. Hey, wait, just a minute. Hold up. Are you new? I just don't remember seeing
Did
you
you just
before.
look to one of us to ask?
No. I was looking at. My mind. He's over here for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Don't know why that
I
was.
don't remember seeing you around here before.
quick out of game question as far as like he's speaking in Romulan. to
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
And then
Universal
Universal
translation,
translation.
it'll work.
okay,
Yeah.
so I didn't know. Yeah,
It's
if
just-
you
it's
know,
just-
like you're not speaking Romulan.
It's just
or whatever.
safer that way.
Yeah.
Standard sci-fi Deus Ex Machinas apply.
Like yes, still fairly new. I've been having trouble with my credentials as well.
Well, it went through, but I just don't recognize you.
Oh yeah, I've been in training.
You've been in training? How long have you been in training?
This is my first week.
This is your first week?
Yes, sir.
What's your job here at the station?
Did it say on my credentials I'm using when I looked at it?
Did it?
Well, I looked at it for the name.
Yeah, it does. It does say on there.
So I
Yes.
figured I knew it had a name, but I didn't know if
Right.
it said like
Pick one.
Stations.
Pick your department.
I'm trying to think of it. Archival maintenance.
Archival maintenance.
Mhm.
Great. So you don't do anything important here, huh?
I can understand how you might feel that way, sir, but I hope to work myself up into more prestigious positions with loyalty and
He doesn't.
performance.
Come on.
Excuse me. Wait, I need to.
We're walking away.
Excuse me. Okay, let's just see how that plays out. Control and security opposed with this guard. Ooh.
Okay.
Is that a good ooh or a bad ooh?
2 successes.
3 successes.
Okay.
No. Step back. Step back here. And he pulls his disruptor and is aiming at you. Step back. Step back. Until I'm confident that I know what's going on. Step back.
How do you not know what's going on? He just told you he works in archival
Step
maintenance.
back. Step back. At this point, the other one that's confronting Slethis is starting to see what's going on too. Voices are being raised, and he's starting to look over. Slethis is trying really hard to keep him distracted, but he's starting to get invaded. Step back.
I've stepped a ways away and found some obscure corner to.
Yeah, how far
kind of
away have
keep
we
an
gotten
eye
at
on.
this point? Are
We
still-
can say, since you guys went up differently, we can say that you are probably at this point 100 yards away.
Okay. So are we like we're aware of what's happening, or like?
I wouldn't say that you're
okay, I didn't know like
I mean,
how echoey this place
You're
was.
not
if
going to be
there-
able to
I
hear.
would have been keeping an ear out for Slethis as long as I could.
That's great, but you're far enough away.
But we're
so
far
you're
enough
not
away,
gonna
we
hear anything.
aren't aware of this happening.
No, you might see something, but you're not aware of what's going on.
Okay, so we're just continuing on
Yep.
oblivious. Okay, that was my question.
Yep.
Step back.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've stepped back.
Thank you. Now, talking to you, you're new here.
Yes, sir. And well, I may not be working here much longer if I can keep getting delayed. I've already been late once this week, and they've told me one more time, and I won't even be doing my useless job.
What's your name?
I've said the name. It's on
Pick one.
a good Romulan name.
Pick one.
Caracas.
Scan it.
Boop.
Caracas Archival Maintenance. Scan yours. Pick your name and department.
I have a name.
How do you spell that? I'm just kidding.
Secret.
Secret.
A lot of apostrophes.
Lots of us.
Taral.
Terrell? Department?
Archival maintenance.
Oh my god.
But slightly higher up.
Slightly higher up.
Those are those 2 guys that we found outside.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. Well, his is technically from the, but yeah.
Both of you archives.
He's been late. Consistently. I've got a lot of work for him to do, and I need him to start on it immediately.
Seems irresponsible to let someone as clearly inadequate to continue to work.
It's his last chance.
Let's see how convincing you are.
Okay, but I do have persuasion as a focus.
Awesome.
Cool. Then you're going
We'll
to roll
use that.
opposed and use that focus.
Let's do presence and security. Now let's do presence and command.
One success.
One success.
With persuasion as a focus.
I get you. He's like, all right. Well, as he starts to put his disruptor in, he drops it. Oh God! He rolled a complication. Oh God! Celeste is like, what are you doing? And
I'm sorry,
totally
what were
goes
you
there.
saying about irresponsible?
Just get in, just get in. And his other guard's like yelling at him for dropping his weapon. Celeste slides in, scans it in, and quickly goes out. Go, go, go.
We're
go,
already
go,
gone.
Go.
There's no need to say go. We're gone.
You go in and not too far along, you are able to join up with the other three who had already made it inside.
Oh, hey.
Or the other two who had already made it inside.
Well, that was fun.
What took you so long?
Complication at the gate. That's fine.
Okay, nothing we need to be worried about? Or?
No, you know those damn scanners, they just go out all the time.
I will be very clear. We need to worry about everything in this moment.
Right.
But let's find, I guess, some sort of comm panel where we can have an idea of where we are
Okay.
and if this is where we need to be.
Okay.
Does Celethus, do you recognize anything, any landmarks that can help us navigate our way around? Or?
I was here for a demonstration.
Yeah.
I did not take a full tour of everything.
You
Sure,
can remember
yeah.
what the information kiosk looks like.
You've been in here more than we have, so...
True story. I know that our delegation was escorted through the facility, as I drew on the map that I gave you, where we were led to an arena where technology was demonstrated for us.
So let us, if we find some sort of, computer, right? Would you be able to access the information in it?
I do not have the codes necessary to break into a system.
Do any of our jobs on the credentials that we have give us access to any relevant departments?
What would you consider relevant department?
Well, if we're looking for a shuttle, then any
I
research...
would actually say archival maintenance.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Mazu, yeah, for one thing. That would,
Especially
Yeah.
because it's an archive program at this point.
yeah. But anything
I'll
in...
take one.
Yeah. I think, well, that for one thing, avionics.
Avionics. All right,
yeah.
avionics. Let's see. We're going to roll and see if there's an avionics.
I have avionics on mine. Let me check for mine.
You do have avionics on yours.
Okay.
Great.
Sweet.
What pick
We
one.
picked
What
some
do you
good
think it's
IDs.
going to be?
Maintenance.
Maintenance?
Just like
regular.
facility maintenance. No, facility
Hey,
maintenance.
janitors know their way around.
Janitors
Yeah.
can get in all kinds
That's
of
true. Yeah,
places.
absolutely.
I cannot believe how these dice are rolling for you. Yeah, you're totally facility maintenance. Pick one.
Nice.
Engineering.
Engineering? No.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
What
You are in.
This is Celethus, by the way.
We
which is
will
extra
call
funny.
it craft
Right.
maintenance or craft services.
Craft
Craft services.
Yes, craft services. So
Well, if you want some food
I mean,
later.
honestly, they get
How
pretty
are-
good back room access too.
How are the sandwiches here?
oh god.
I'm nothing if not consistent.
Fair enough. Commander, what's next?
What was yours?
Avionics.
Avionics.
Oh, yeah. Next, we're finding some sort of
console.
console
Okay.
to figure out where we are and ideally where we need to go.
Okay, there are no consoles in the actual areas itself. There are multiple rooms and hallways around. Want to go into a room? Want to go down a hallway? Which trend?
Why don't we go down the hallway into a room?
Go down a hallway into the room. Over to the left, you do see a hallway. You're heading down that hallway. There are multiple rooms onto the side. You pick a door that is open. You walk into it and there's nobody in there. I've rolled like 2, 3, 1, 5 every time, giving them the low rolls.
Just like here, also, I'm guessing. I know you said our phasers were disguised. Do Romulans have like their equivalent of a tricorder, or is that something like we don't want to be using those because it's like don't we bought your Federation tricorder?
They would have an equivalent of a tricorder.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
I was actually just about to say I want to keep an eye out for tools,
Tools.
so that
Sure.
could fall under that.
Because I'm just
Sure.
wondering as far as like scanning to see if someone's in the room.
Yeah, I think what I had said before with as far as can that just be like a running thing or do I need to state it every time?
What do you
Of scanning for biosigns within a room before we enter it.
It's stated every time for me.
Okay, cool.
Because
I just didn't know if we could be using our Federation tricorder.
Especially
yeah.
because Federation tricorders might actually trigger something.
You can attempt to use them if you want. It's up to
Yeah,
you.
like we can try it, but it's a potential.
But you open a door, the room is empty.
Cool.
There is a terminal in the room.
We go in.
You go in the room. There's a terminal in the room. This appears to be an administrative area mostly. There's not a lot of stuff going on, but some administrative stuff. I'm assuming you want to try to access that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. It's going to be, who's going to do it? Who's going to access?
I'm
No,
gonna
it's
access
computer.
it.
Yeah.
Daring and security check. We are going to do a extended work check on this one to get into the system itself. Okay. The difficulty on each of these rolls is going to be 2.
Okay.
There's going to be 1 resistance on the work track. You're going to need 4 breakthroughs, and you have a total of 4 attempts.
Okay.
The work track is 12. It's going to take a lot of work.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there any
Can
assist?
Celestis
No
assist?
assist. No assist. It's just going to be daring and security with you on this.
Give
one,
me
okay?
that work track breakdown again. 1 resistance, 4 breakthroughs.
4 breakthroughs, difficulty of 2 on each attempt.
Okay.
You have a total of 4 attempts. This isn't going to be an interval. This is going to be a limited attempt.
Okay, it's limited attempt.
And you have 12 work total.
Okay.
And resistance of 1.
Resistance
Yes.
of 1.
Okay, just making
Okay.
sure you got that.
Okay. So, daring and security.
Okay. I'd like to buy dice.
Burn momentum, get you a dice.
And it's not interval, so she doesn't have to buy down.
Doesn't have to buy down.
It's just each. Okay.
You just get 4 attempts.
Okay. Okay. That is 3 successes.
Okay. Get one of those momentum back. Now you're going to roll your challenge dice based on your discipline, plus 2.
Okay. One, two, three, four, 5. 1 effect.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to get another attempt here.
Okay. I would like to buy dice.
Okay. Burn another momentum for your die.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. That is 2 successes.
Okay.
Was that a 5? It's on
It was
no.
a 5.
But difficulty is 2. So
Difficulty is 2.
But
You can use espionage.
espionage as a focus.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 successes.
Sweet.
Okay.
So we do get 1 momentum.
Okay. Nine to effect.
Okay. Okay, you are actually able to make your way through the initial layers of security. Within that, you are able to start to narrow down areas of a shuttle project.
Okay.
Keep working.
I'd like to buy dice. Three successes.
Okay, bring that back.
Is that closer?
I would like to. Oh, what's the thing?
Is one of your talents, or
There was a thing, but maybe that's only fighting.
I think it's only combat.
Boo. Okay. Three effect.
Okay. You're able to dig through the system, and you're able to track down the actual orders to stop the program for the shuttle development.
Okay.
Give me another task. Last task.
I would like to buy dice. 4 successes.
Okay. Roll those challenge die.
Oh, I guess 5 successes. No, 4 successes.
Is that not enough?
Okay. Five, 3 success. I mean,
Okay.
sorry, 5, 3 effect.
You're not able, you are able to find the orders, see that, and you do see the actual storage orders that are placed for the shuttle project. It has been placed in storage bay 3.
Okay.
And it doesn't have a map there, but it says storage bay 3.
Okay.
Okay, that's what you found out.
Am I also able separate? So we found out storage bay 3.
Mm-hmm.
Can I access on the console where we are?
No.
Okay. This was all I could get out of the console.
You are here.
Tell you what, give me another roll. Give me give me an insight and security roll to see if you can access any additional files.
2 successes.
2 successes. You do see that there are multiple programs that are in here. You could potentially dig into other programs and see if there's anything else in here that you wanted to find, but that's not necessarily all you can find. As for a map of the facility, that's not on the system.
Okay. I'm curious about one program.
Okay, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for a program that takes people out of their bodies and puts them into other people's minds.
Consciousness
No,
transfer.
I just figure while we're here.
Sure,
I
yeah,
might
while
just
you're
take a
here,
quick
why
look.
not dig around in there? Let's see what you can do.
No, of course we don't have that here. It's in the Epsilon.
It's in storage space 7.
Yeah. How convenient.
Or at least tells like the system or world that it's on.
Let's actually do another thing and see if you can find something about that in here. Let's do another brief extended track. Difficulty 2 again, resistance 1. We'll say the magnitude is only 2 this time, but you're only going to have 2 attempts, and the work is 6. So we basically halved everything.
Okay.
So first attempt, still on difficulty 2, resistance of 1.
During insecurity,
Yeah, same thing.
I'd like to buy dice.
Bam.
4 successes.
Okay, roll some challenge.
So it's 2 momentum back.
Mhm.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 effect.
Okay. Okay, one more attempt.
I'd like to buy dice.
I don't know if we can afford a momentum.
Everybody's cocky now. You know, let's go.
No, I'm not.
Shut
Oh, no.
I'm still buying your dice.
No.
I'm just kidding.
I'm silently praying this entire time.
Right.
3 successes.
3 successes. Roll your challenge. Then.
There's a spill everywhere.
5. 3 effect.
5 3 effect. Okay, you are able to dig into the systems a little more. You do find reference to a project within the medical department that was looking at personality transfers for espionage. That project was undertaken at the Dideridex station. You can burn some momentum. I'll give you some.
I would like to. I was actually going to ask if I could spend momentum
You
for
will
more information.
totally be able to do that.
Get
yes.
more, get more, get more.
Get more. Did you burn it? Mm-hmm. Cool. You do find some information on that. You do find that the project was undertaken for several years. It was considered a vast failure.
Can I see why it was considered a failure?
Yes. There were 23 subjects. There were 22 fatalities.
Oh boy.
Wow.
In the sense that there were... Who died in the fatality? If there are 23 attempts, then we're talking about 23 pairs of people.
We're talking about 44.
We're talking about
So 44 fatalities. Okay, all right. I'm just making sure. Like,
Sorry, I should have been more.
No, I didn't know if it was just like, well, the victim died, but
No,
the
this
subject
is
was still like...
a massive failure in their mind.
Okay, cool.
That's
I
why
just
it
wanted to
was
make sure
put aside.
on that side.
Yeah. But it was here.
The research was done.
It was actually here.
Research was done at this.
We still don't know where we are
You don't.
in
No.
here.
You really don't.
In the Dideridex.
You really don't.
Is the hardware still here? On site?
Well, I don't think I get to burn a momentum for that one.
I don't know. Can you
Can we? I mean, we'll burn it if
Yeah.
we can.
burn it? I'll let you know if it's in there. It might not be in there. But it's in there. The prototype was stored in storage bay 12. The last attempt ended in a fatality, and there was significant damage done to the equipment. But they did store the prototype in 12.
Cool. Noted. So I imagine we have to make our way at this point to storage bay 3.
At this point,
Maybe it's
the
small enough
door
to bring with the
opens.
shuttle with us.
I was
Yeah, I might
actually
at
just
least
about
be
to
able
say
to-
this whole time I've been watching like a hawk.
That's great. You see them coming right around the corner
Okay.
and are opening the door as you're trying to get their attention. They open the door. It's like, can I help you?
No.
Then why are you here?
I would like for Celethis to. This is the exact situation where we talked about Celethis taking the lead. So have fun with that.
I'm not going to talk to myself all day. I really want the Shek to do something.
Oh, well then by all means, pass off control.
Oh, done. Yeah.
Oh, great. Thanks.
By the way, did I find anything that even remotely looks like tools in here?
Yes.
Okay. I would have picked those up and at least have them and try to look like I'm doing something.
You found a small Romulan device of unclear origin that you have picked up.
Right. I am doing something where it's hard to see.
Doing something. It's like, what are you doing?
By looking at it, can I tell anything about it?
It's a small device without pushing buttons. It's going to be hard for you to pick anything up.
I had while she was doing her stuff to try to figure out this device.
No.
Okay, great. I have no idea what it is.
Right.
I'm trying to do this repair, but my tool doesn't seem to be functioning correctly.
Why are you even here doing a repair? You should be taking out the trash. I've been wanting the trash taken out for how long?
I was told there was a faulty outlet in here. I'm sorry.
Well, there's not. There's trash that needs to be taken out.
Then I'll go grab the trash.
Do your job. What are you doing here?
I need to do some archival maintenance in storage bay 3.
Well, this isn't storage bay 3.
Noted.
Maybe go to storage bay 3.
I'll be on my way.
Are you still here?
I'm falling
I
behind.
grabbed
Yeah,
the
we're
bag
all
of
just
trash and walked out with it.
Great.
We're like a parade.
Whisper as we're going, I told you the storage bays weren't this way.
This is your last chance.
I don't.
I'll rank you. I promise.
We don't know which direction is storage bay 3.
No, but we're taking a move from white men from the 80s and just walking with confidence.
Is there a Romulan equivalent to trying to sneak a smoke out back?
Is it
Probably
sneaking a smoke?
not. Would
Romulan smoke break.
probably
I
not.
don't think they can smoke with that much hairspray.
Right? It's just like,
It's a
Oh,
fire
you know that
hazard.
those uniforms are just super flammable.
Yeah.
oh yeah. The amount of starch on those things.
Oh, they're pure
Is there any,
plastic.
I'm gonna kind of just give I don't want to say anything because the guy is there, but like as we're kind of leaving, just kind of like, look at her and kind of a little nudge back there and like, sort of tap my temple. Like,
Please press a George affirmation. No, I'm sorry, what are you doing?
it's fine. It's I'm trying to communicate silently and it's failing,
I know,
so it's
but,
fine.
but what's but do the thing.
Just, kind of like,
Oh, no.
okay, all right. I'm just. You might die.
Right, there are 5 of you standing awkwardly in a hall.
Well, I mean,
no, I'm walking.
we're walking as we go.
Walking,
yeah.
okay.
We're walking
Definitely not scared.
Sorkin style. It's very West
Yeah,
Wing.
it's just like on the way out the door, I'm giving her that little like, kind of like, all right.
But we are going the opposite direction from which we're not walking back, right? Like we're walking further into the.
Further into the complex
Yeah.
itself. All right, so you're walking deeper down to the hallway. The hall leads on and on. There are multiple doors and facilities. You do see a couple of Romulans pass by occasionally. They do give the group the occasional side eye.
I'm kind of keeping off to the sort of back behind them a little bit, and I would have also kind of grabbed to Shek since we're both sort of service. So it just kind
Yeah,
of look like
right.
we're not
We're
necessarily
not,
with them.
we're not a herd.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're like not with them, and also like at this point I'm now carrying a trash bag and a tool that I don't know what it does. And if stopped, we can be a couple of service folks between shifts, or who are maybe not where we're supposed to be. but
Right.
Definitely like. Also, Tashek, you got any idea what this thing is? The tool?
Celethis?
That?
What's it do?
It's kind of embarrassing for some people to use, but apparently this person was found inebriated and he has to use that
Breathalyzer.
to gain access to certain
Fantastic.
parts of security. So
Too much Romulan ale.
good to have that, I guess.
Helpful.
So
Could come in handy.
I'm gonna pocket
get a
it
building
and not
director
try to
out of
look like I'm
somebody's-
repairing anything with it.
Out of somebody's what?
their head, their mind, their brain, the gray matter, or whatever color.
As you're walking
Romulan
down the
matter
hall,
is-
one of the doors open and a Romulan sticks his head out. He's got stuff all over his hands. He's over. Facilities! I need you in here.
Yeah. Walk in.
Leads you inside the door, closes
Do
it
I
down.
have something on me that looks like facilities besides the trash
You've
bag?
got your credentials. Credentials are
Or the credentials are
color-coded
like a
and
big
all
color.
that stuff.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you walk in and this guy is covered with stuff. It's clearly like there is a weird gel substance he's been working on, doing some kind of research with, that has busted out all over the place. Like, it's not going to be toxic, but I don't have time to clean it up. So if you could just get that, that'd be great.
Yeah.
You two are in the room cleaning up goo.
Oh, great. Is
What are you three doing?
there a work track for that?
We are, and we're walking, and that is there anybody that I can roll to see if I can read their mind for storage bay 3?
Okay, let's see.
I thought you meant shoot him.
No, that would have been like that.
I know.
I'm like,
well, I
no,
was
I'm like,
I thought it was like a.
We're gonna shoot him, but just a
It's a grazing-
glancing.
yeah, just a glancing blow.
Well,
Like,
I thought it was like
no,
a
this is the
subtle.
mind read side. Like,
Well, also, was there anything in our room that I could be looking at while is
Yeah, what else is in this room?
This is a research room. This guy is doing
First off,
some type
is
of
there
research.
cleaning? Is there cleaning stuff in here?
Oh, sure. There's going to be stuff over
Great.
the side. So you can clean
Can
stuff.
you
Is there
steal
another
just a little
computer?
bit of the goo?
Huh? Oh yeah, I'm gonna pocket some of that.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Like, and it's like
not
like
bio, right?
a rubber glove, and just kind of close it up and
Not
just
toxic, but
We're just
pocket
a little
it.
curious.
sure, yeah,
just to see
sure.
what
why
they're
not?
working on.
It's gonna save our lives later.
Let us do an insight and security check for you, because there are people walking by all over the place. You're going to have the option to do that.
I had to buy a dice.
Difficulty of, let's say difficulty of 2 on this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Insight and security.
Oh, I got 4.
Have you ever failed a roll?
Yeah, I've failed plenty of rolls.
She has.
feel
It's
like
been
we've-
very, very stressful.
Wow.
she's
okay.
earned her victories.
I guess
today.
so. 2 more momentum. You were looking for which bay in particular?
Storage bay 3.
Storage bay 3. You
Storage
are
bay or
able-
shuttle bay?
No, it's storage bay.
Storage bay.
bay.
Because
Storage bay
it's,
3.
It
it's
would
in,
be
it's
too
in
easy if
mothballs.
it was at a shuttle bay. We're gonna have to
Okay.
get it from the storage bay to
The
the
thing
shuttle
that I
bay.
wrote down was shuttle, so maybe I just wrote it wrong.
I wrote down storage bay.
No,
3.
he said storage.
Okay.
storage. Yeah, it's in mothballs basically.
So, storage bay 3 for the shuttle.
It's the arc.
You do get that. You're going to have to go back the way you came into the main entryway, and there's going to be a hall at the end. You go down, and once you go way down in the back facility, there are the storage bays.
Okay.
The storage bay that you're looking for is on the larger side. It's kind of divided into multiple sections. The large equipment and everything is going to be in that one. That's where
Okay.
you're going to find that.
Here's what I would like to do. I would like, I'm gonna take. We've got similar credentials, and I'm your boss. I'm gonna let Kate know where it is.
Okay.
Kate, I want you to find Izzy and Tashek. Here's where you're meeting us. Let's go.
What was your department again?
Avionics.
Avionics, that's right.
Although perhaps we should look in 12 first to see if that technology is something we can take on the shuttle or not.
I think that 12. I think we don't have time right now, and I think that 12 is for our return trip.
We got to come back this way to.
Yeah, we've got to come back for the shuttle anyway.
If I have time, I'm gonna duck my head in and kind of get a little okay, that's the kind of tech, and then
No,
But
no,
just if there's time.
I'm sorry. We're not focusing on like we've got
Well, I'm
some
not saying this
information
out
on
loud,
it.
so
Yeah, but
this
I
is
would
my-
like for that to be clear. Our Selethis has laid out the plan, and that is what we are focusing on at this time.
We probably won't have a chance to come back in though.
We don't know that.
They're gonna know we came here. They're gonna know we took something from here. We
Yeah,
don't
just
have to
like,
come back in
why
here
we're
to get
literally
our
right here
shuttlecraft.
next to the storage bay.
Can we
Seems-
just?
I'm just saying we might not get the opportunity again. which
I
is
would like
something
for
we
us
just
to at
decide.
least make it to storage bay 3 before we start making extra work for our 5-step plan. We've got a lot to do, and I need for us to focus. And if there's more that we can do, then that's great. But we do have to focus on the 5 simple steps.
To be fair, there was the unspoken 6th step, but yeah.
Yes. 6th. There's an order.
Well, it was unnumbered, but yeah.
The
What are we doing?
last-
No, give it a number and then say that it's unnumbered. Sorry, that's separate.
I'm cleaning goo.
It's separate.
Yeah, she's not even
I
here.
can't
They're
give
cleaning
it
goo.
a number and then
Cleaning goo
say
and
that
so
it's
Shek is looking
unnumbered.
to see if there's anything good to swipe in the lab.
Anything good to swipe in the lab?
Yeah, our
We
computer.
should probably go off comms at this
More
point.
We're definitely not on comms.
I rolled a 2.
Oh,
So yeah, you find something cool in the lab. Let's see what you find.
Is it your body?
that'd be
Maybe
awesome.
it's another breathalyzer.
It'd be his body.
You find a handheld Romulan scanner, very similar to what a tricorder would be.
Okay, great.
I swear, these rolls you guys are getting. I even rolled challenge die to see how good it was. If you had the 2 stars, that was going to be like the tricorder. You like 2 freaking stars.
Which is the least common.
All right. Yeah. So you guys are cleaning. You guys are out. You know kind of where you need to go. now.
We're headed there.
Okay.
Kate has been given instructions to
And I saw what room they got taken into as we were walking
Yep.
past.
yeah,
Okay,
and
good.
he's been instructed like once they're done cleaning up the goo.
Is the researcher still in here with us?
No, he's gone to clean up himself.
Okay.
But also, Kate, I need for you to you're higher ranking than them, and what I need for you to do is have work for them to do.
Right. I mean, I assumed that would be the.
Yeah,
Well, good,
I was
great.
already
We're on the
planning
same
on a way
page.
for
Just being very clear.
So you
We're
and
going.
Stian are going.
Yeah.
Head your way. And you're waiting outside for them, basically.
I'm gonna duck my head in real quick, and kind of see if there's and it's just them in there.
It's just them in there right now, yeah.
Okay. Hey, is this gonna?
Oh yes, sir, I'll be there to clean up your situation just as soon as I finish with this one.
Okay. Do we know about how long this one is going to take?
Just is it how big is the mess?
Not that big. It's pretty small.
We have,
Wipe.
so we've got a pretty big situation in storage bay area. So we need to.
Here.
I hand him the.
I just sort of swipe
tricorder
and
thing.
We're swiping.
it's not a great job.
It's
but
not pretty, but it'll do the
Laden
work.
down with equipment.
I'm not gonna be here when he gets back, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Are you? Because he just walks in the door. He's like, "Are you already done?
I mean,
Is that really the best you can do?"
I put a little bit of pressure on them. I need them a priority call down in the storage area.
Well, I feel like this is a priority for me. Why is this suddenly your priority more important than mine? I've got research to do.
Well, my higher ups are telling me that my priority is the one that I have to get them on. I'm waiting for them to be done. I'm sorry if I'm rushing them. Just how long are you going to take?
is it better
It
now?
wasn't that big of a mess. It's fine.
I love how you're doing all this stuff, and Shek's like,
Chuck's like,
She's
What's the
catering.
problem?
It's like-
Catering, yeah.
It would.
"That's right.
Look
You're,
at this facility. It's not that clean anyway.
fine. Get out. I've got work to do." What's your name?
Kirill.
Kirill. You owe me.
Yes.
All right. Now I got 2 trash bags and some
Kate,
goo in
I
my
want-
pocket.
All right. Can you find a dumpster to get rid of those as quickly as possible?
Yeah. is
Real
there-
quick, I want you to do a presence in command check.
Okay. Presence. Okay. Whew. That is 1.
Okay. Okay, so they leave with you, and I'm assuming you're running down the way. I'm assuming that Morganth kind of told you.
She gave me,
Get to all the places and everything. You guys are way
or
ahead.
beamed them
though.
into my brain or whatever.
You guys are way ahead, so you are making your way through. I want each of you to give me a roll as well. We're not going to earn momentum on this. We're just going to check on this one. So give me, if you will, a presence and command check, both of you.
Are you serious? How about 2 complications?
Oh, man.
Wow.
Okay.
Amazing.
2 complications.
Let's burn one of those, but you're not going to be able to repeat that.
Yeah, all right.
What do you get?
3 successes.
3 successes. As you all are walking through, you're making your way pretty handily through there. Sion, you notice as you're walking through the main entry, you see 2 of the Romulans that saw you in the compound catch sight of you and point that way as they're talking to one of the guards.
They're talking to one of the guards?
They're talking to one of the guards.
We've just been made.
We've been made before we got here. Just keep walking.
You just keep walking?
Yeah.
Okay. You do notice that, spinning more thread. I've been spinning a lot of threads.
Yeah.
Just so you know. You do notice that 2 guards do kind of start moving your direction. They are a decent way behind. This is a large hallway. They're a decent way behind, but they are headed your direction.
What do we have? What do we see? What's around us? How close are we to Shuttle Bay 3? Storage Bay 3?
Storage Bay 3 is still a little ways down. This is a large facility, and this is at the very back. All the storage stuff is kind of at the back of everything. So
Okay.
it's a hot minute until you get there.
Okay. But what's around us?
Around you are a lot of buildings. You're still in a lot of people. This is kind of an
Okay.
open space kind of
Okay.
area.
Okay. There are people?
There are people, yes.
Okay, cool. How close are we to a door?
There are many doors and hallways around. I would say that you're probably, let's say you're 30 feet away from a door and a hallway, your choice.
Okay. I would like for us to find the nearest hallway
Okay.
and duck in.
You duck down a hallway, just not too far off. It's not exactly where the storage bay would lead
Yeah.
you to, but it's a hallway close by.
What room are we in?
This hallway,
I'm sorry. Are there rooms in the hall? Like,
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to go down the hallway.
Okay.
And as we were passing through the open area,
Mm-hmm.
I want us to have been a little bit, because we all kind of look very similar. Romulans do look very similar.
They do look
So
very
I would like for us to have been just a little bit
Ziggy zaggy.
cat mouse in our.
Okay.
If that does that make sense?
Put other people's bodies between you and the
Exactly.
guards.
Yeah, between us and the guards. Casually, right? But
Casually, let's see how good you all
Yeah.
are at that. Let's do a control and security check for both of you again. Difficulty 1.
okay. I would like to spend 2 of our momentum.
I got 2
But I
successes.
did get 1 success.
Okay, you get 2, so you get 1 back. Okay, so you're able to kind of maneuver a little bit, so it's
Yeah.
easier to get lost in
Yeah,
the fog
yeah.
and everything.
This
Let's
is
see
why
what's
we
in
don't
this
celebrate
hallway.
a full momentum K, by the way.
I swear, every roll I've made has been on your favor. You actually,
okay.
you actually find doors that are archival maintenance.
Will we go into the archival
Yep,
maintenance
you sure
door?
do, don't you?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, you go into an archival maintenance room. Oh, there's actually people in that one.
Okay.
There are a couple people who look up when you come in.
We just flash our credentials.
Just look like you belong.
All right, there you go.
That's the key.
You're kind of in. There are 2 other Romulans in there with you, just working along on archival maintenance.
We begin to work on archival maintenance.
Sitting down in a terminal and
Yes.
doing the work.
Maintaining those
Yes.
archives.
All right,
I feel like there's not
let's.
so much wins on our side as losses on Mark's side.
Let's jump to
Mark's
you
side.
3 because you 3 are kind of back away from all of this stuff.
Yes.
At this point, you've probably gotten into the main area. where they
Have
were.
I found a dumpster or trash can I can, or another maintenance cart that I can
Dispose of
Roll the
your
die
goo.
again.
roll it?
Let's
I'm
see.
enjoying this.
Let's see. Yes, you're fine. Oh my god. Yeah, there's a dumpster. You're able to
It says
offload.
goo disposal here.
It's
She does
amazing.
have that focus in dumpster finding.
Clearly.
So,
Well, I feel like the whole world has a focus in fire
yes.
in the moment.
That's true. That's true. We're
Finds
all
a goo shoot.
okay.
Okay, so we get into the open area. We now have a scanner and a breathalyzer and
Scanner
no
and a
trash
breathalyzer.
Especially on the
cans.
internet.
You are making your way across. I do want you all, again, just like I made them, I want you to do a control and security check, difficulty of 1.
Wow, really? That's amazing.
2 successes. 2 successes.
I needed a 13. I rolled a 14 and a 15.
That's neat.
No successes. All right.
Do we get momentum out of the extras?
Not on these. No, I just was doing kind of like a stealth check on these right here.
Is Kate not stealthy?
Cade is not that stealthy. He immediately bumps into somebody carrying something. What they were carrying just crashes on the floor. All eyes turn to face Cade at this point. What did you just do? Do you know how many weeks I've worked on this?
No, I don't.
Many weeks, and you've just ruined it. This was going to be presented tomorrow.
Did something hit the floor and make a mess?
Oh yeah.
I'm scurrying over to help clean.
Careful.
Sorry.
Oh, God, that's broken. I can't. At this point, one guard comes over to you. What's going on over here?
I'm sorry, I was in a hurry trying to get these generators down to help, and I bumped into.
Wait, you were in a
just-
hurry doing what?
I was in a hurry. Well, there's a situation I just needed to, and I bumped into it. I'm terribly sorry. And if you just, if I can make it up to you, so I'll help put it back together. What department are you? I'm terribly sorry about this. This is all a big. I'm so sorry. Just under all, just oh God. Do you have it together? Can we put it back
Do you
together?
always talk this much? Shut up a minute.
Do I actually? Does it look like something that I could possibly repair?
I'll let you roll for it, but it's. I mean, this is
Just
research.
wild,
Let's go. Insight and engineering difficulty 2. Difficulty 3. Romulan tech secret lab difficulty 3. Yeah.
It's not worth burning that momentum. This is a Hail Mary.
Did you get a 1?
No, but I got a 3, which could
Oh God.
potentially reverse engineering.
Sure. Why not? Yeah, you're able to get enough of these pieces.
I start putting it back together. I don't even say anything. I just start kind of putting the pieces back
The
together.
guy is just glaring at you and looking down. He looks over. He's like, "What? How did
This is why we needed her down in avionics. It's just, I mean, it's a mess down there, and she's just got such a brain for it.
Doing that.
We're planning on moving
that's
her
where
up.
it fits,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to spoil the surprise, but
I'm not sure you're going to get to move. I think I might want you in my department. Yeah, you could really help out. Like, how did you understand that? That's amazing. Really well done.
I mean, it must be. Is this your design? I mean, it's very
Yes.
clear where it goes.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Yeah, I worked really hard on that. You're doing an amazing job. Thank you so much. Seriously, you should come with me.
I do need to go finish his thing
we're just
first.
under
though.
orders. I can refer her to your
Under-
Sorry,
department.
I'm already
sorry,
running
just
late
once
for
we get
him.
it done.
It's holding up their whole project.
I think I hold on. Let me contact my superior. The commander will want to know that you could help with this. This is going to be presented tomorrow. We need to hold on right here. Hold on right here. Maybe she'll meet you.
I try to catch Tashek's eye and just like.
He immediately gets on comms and starts talking to his.
I just like grab her and walk away.
Oh yeah, wait! What are you doing? No! Stay here! I need to see if we can get clearance on this because I could use her help getting prepared for
You
tomorrow.
don't have time to wait for your clearance. You get clearance and you come find us. You
I will give her a personal referral to your
Excuse
department.
me?
I'm sorry. What's your name again? Can I just get your name and your department real quick? And I will refer her to your department. I will give you the glowing.
I have a
this is
presentation
incredible.
tomorrow. My name is Burrell, and I have a presentation.
Burrell, I'm
tomorrow.
terribly sorry. If we can just get this cleaned
I'm
up right
worried
now, and
the
I'll
whole
just.
situation. If I don't get there, then the meat rolls are going to be very cold, and I'm going to get in trouble. You're going
I'm really backed up
on
today.
that?
There's just everything's broken in the whole building. I'm so sorry.
I need her to clean up in avionics before she can get to the craft
Security guard
department.
stops. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. There's a presentation tomorrow he needs your help on. You stay here. Go make your meatballs. Go to wherever you need to be. If the request is denied, I'll have her meet you there. Go. Go.
Start walking away.
Now the complications start hitting.
I'm just gonna.
He immediately starts going and starts talking to you and debating. He's like, so how did you realize that went there?
It fits. I mean, there's only so many configurations that.
That's right, but the Polaron radiator there, it doesn't fit unless you align it just right.
Well, yeah, I can see that because
Okay,
you've got
that's
the
Let's
guiding.
jump back to you over there with you two in archival maintenance.
Sorry,
They're sitting at some terminals. I imagine this.
I would like to see actually if I can get into a schematic of the building.
Okay, sure. Let's see if you can do that. Let's do daring security difficulty. Man, this system's hardly designed for it. But let's do daring security difficulty 3.
I'd like to buy dice. And then I would like to see if Stian could assist me.
Yes.
Excellent. What is it? Or two? I didn't.
Daring
Daring and
security.
security. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Did you get really complicated?
Burn your dice.
We were doing so
Burn them.
well. Which one was it?
This one this time, but these two the other times.
Oh, so all three
They've all
of them
had
done it now.
deterrents.
Great.
First of all, what did you get there?
I got 5.
Okay, great.
Okay, so what was the difficulty?
Its difficulty is 3.
All right, so you got 2, so now we can burn off that complication, yeah?
Yes.
Thank you.
Wow. That was about to get really hairy for you all.
Yeah.
About
You're
to?
able to burn, or
Yeah.
you're able to pull up a schematic of the facility itself. You do
Okay.
see pretty much where everything is. You have an outline of the facility.
I'm curious about air ducts at this point.
There are air ducts.
Yeah.
Of course, they have to have
Yeah.
air, so yeah.
Yeah. And I just would like to figure out a pathway between this room
Okay.
and storage bay 3.
Insight and security check.
Okay.
Difficulty, we'll say 1.
Okay. Um, 3 successes.
Get 2 more momentum on there.
2 more?
You're able to, yes. You're able to narrow down a route where you could access vents and make your way through to storage bay, what was it, 3? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's my plan. Is to do that.
Okay.
Is it accessible from this room, or do we have to go?
You're going to have to go to a different room.
Okay. We're gonna head to that room.
Threat to do that. So
Okay.
yes, go to a different room.
Yeah.
Okay, so you motion to Stian to follow you, I'm assuming.
Yes.
All right. It's not far. You leave the room. The people in archival meetings don't care. They're
Busy.
they're doing their stuff. There's a lot of archives to maintain.
There are. Look at all these failed projects.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. So, you go out into the hallway, and at the end of the hallway, you do see a AC return system.
Okay.
It is out in the middle of the hallway.
Okay.
Yes, it is in the middle of the hallway.
Okay. Hopefully, I can get my crew members to make a diversion in an open area.
If only they were here to hear that.
No, I just feel like they did.
Oh, I see what
These
you're
things are
saying.
going simultaneously.
I'm going to roll the die and see how big of a diversion that was.
Okay.
I missed the thing. Yeah, oddly enough, the hallways are relatively empty. It's
Okay.
amazing. It seems like
We're
everybody...
climbing up into the we're climbing up.
I mean,
Right.
conceivably, it could be within our job to be in. We are archival maintenance. So it's not totally out of the question for us to be messed around.
Let's not try that. Let's just
get
use a
in.
diversion and we're going up
Yeah, you're able to remove the panel, get into the air ducts,
and place it back.
place panel
Okay.
back, and you have disappeared into the air ducts in the top secret Romulan facility.
And now it's Die Hard.
Hey, Tashek,
not
what's going on
wrong.
with you?
I'm Well, I'm following Kate away from where all this happened
Okay.
towards where we're supposed to rendezvous.
I'm just
with them.
I'm headed I head towards like kind of a hallway, and I just kind of like duck back, and I'm trying to eyeball and see what the situation.
How are we gonna get her out of this?
I don't know. Are there any kind of like emergency protocols if there's a fire or an explosion or something? Or
Oh my God! Pull
Let this. Is there
I mean, yeah,
a
that's
fire?
I mean, do you want Slethus up front?
For
Unless he
this
can
question?
answer in her head.
Slethus answers, of course there are protocols for fire. Do we really want to evacuate the facility?
I'm just trying to consider all options right now. All right, I can't leave without Izzy.
Why don't we rendezvous?
What about a medical emergency? What if someone were to
I
suddenly?
think we should meet with the group and then figure out how to get her back, and she can figure out how to get herself back. She's a very capable person.
Super capable. Totally my bag right here.
Actually, oddly enough, it is, and that's what got you into this.
It really is, yeah.
I was trying to help.
Pull out Cade's, pull out Jorsh's little thing.
Yeah, take an affirmation, man. Have a therapy.
Is there enough that like I can like I don't want to do? I mean, it's in the middle of a.
Turn the volume down.
Yeah, I'm gonna just like you kind of just
AirPods.
earpiece version. All right, I'm gonna go. All right, I'll hit a button.
Take a deep breath in and slowly let it out. Now think about the situation you're in. Think about the best possible actions you can take. What is the one thing that feels like the best choice for you to make? Now do the complete opposite.
All right, let's go.
All right, so
Okay.
you're going to meet the others.
That was beautiful.
Wow, he's really good at his job, isn't he?
I'm not sure if that's like technically.
You're not here. You
No,
can't.
no, it's Medicaid.
It's metagaming. It's metagaming. So you guys go down the hallway where she told you to go. The hallway is empty. You don't see them anywhere.
Cool. All right. Well, then we're continuing on to the. Because she
All
told
right.
us how to get to the storage bay, not to the.
Told you how to get to the storage bay.
Yeah.
Did you tell me how to get to the storage bay?
No.
I feel like I would have. Well, it was in my head, but it was.
No.
You got that breathalyzer thing though. So.
I do.
That would come in.
Actually, it will.
Okay, well,
Gosh, so maybe
Got a
someone
breathalyzer
shouldn't
and
have
some-
abandoned her.
let's jump back to Izzy. Mm-hmm. Yep. So now, what did you think about the design element there? Because on that situation, I was having some problems with heat transfer. Mm-hmm. And I had to really get some extra radiators in, but the radiators created an instability issue. I don't know. I haven't been able to fix it, but it works now, but it's not perfect.
I mean, if I'm really honest with you, I just was putting the pieces back the way they looked right. I don't really understand how this works.
How can that be true? You were just talking to me about Polaron phase disruptors.
I said that the thing lined up.
Well, yeah, but you know what a Polaron phase disruptor is.
I mean, you pointed to the thing and you said it, and I was like, oh, that must be the thing with the thing on it.
I think you're...
Sir, I'm really sorry. I'm already kind of in, and I pull out the breathalyzer. I need to not, like, I just need to do what I'm told to do and, like, get it done. And, like, the maintenance stuff is backing up today, and I'm already, there's 2 departments already. You already saw how mad they are at me for not being there yet. I'm really sorry, sir.
Why didn't you tell me before I called the commander about...
You just did it.
But you were so good. And now you're a drunk and... Oh.
I'm sorry. I name like the lowest class that would be allowed to work here.
Oh my
Like
God.
I'm just
You
like I'm sorry. You just
Give me a control and... What do I want to do with that? Give me a control and command check.
yeah, those are good stats. Woo! Oh my god.
1.
Yeah, we did 12 and I got a 10 and a 13.
Look at you. You're not that bad on that. Let me look at something here real quick. Why did I get that out of order? God, Mark. All right, look, just help me get all this cleaned up.
Yeah. Are we still like out in the hallway?
Oh, you're out in the big foyer. There are people all in.
Fantastic. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
just help me get all this cleaned up. The guard is over, looking over everything. He's like, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just go on. Guard reluctantly leaves, like, all right, this is kind of still a mess, but I guess it'll be all right. Facilities.
I look for a few more pieces that kind of look like they fit right.
No, not that. Just
Stack it very.
do me a favor. Let's get a check on you real quick. I just want to see if you're okay right now.
On the
Uh-huh. All right. Okay, but still, don't touch anything else. I got it from here. Oh, you guys have ruined so much work. Where did that idiot go? Where was he going?
he went. Did I see which direction did they go?
I mean, we were heading towards the direction she told us to go.
Okay, so still in the same direction that we had gone.
Storage Bay
Yeah.
3.
Okay, did you? This is the thing. Did you actually say to me Storage Bay 3, or give me any
So-
Yes.
tell me the directions?
We
Okay.
knew Storage Bay 3 because it was in the console. I just borrowed somebody's mind to tell us how to get there. But you
Okay.
do know that you're
I do
headed
know
to
I
Storage
know the
Bay 3.
number. I just
Yeah.
don't know.
And I also
I
used
know
that
the
as part of our
direction-
cover
the general
that we
direction
were
you're
in
going.
store-
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So where did that idiot head? Where was that idiot heading?
I mean, we were headed towards storage bays.
All right. Just get out of here. I'll
I'm sorry.
cover
I'm sorry.
everything.
I'm very sorry.
Should be sorry. What was your name again?
Seldon.
Sildon, if this comes to bite me, I'm coming after you.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Expect it.
I do.
You're rushing off across. You know where to go.
I'm going in the same direction we were going, and I am looking for anything that looks like signage that says towards the storage bays.
Not a lot of signs in
numbers.
here, so let's see if
probably
you do an
Romulan.
insight and.
I'm also looking for them.
Let's do an insight and security.
We didn't have any of the goo, right?
Insight and security.
Difficulty of. We're gonna say
I'm trying
difficulty
to think of some way
2.
we could leave a trail for her.
Insight and security. I'm gonna burn one of these. Math is hard. I needed 12.
And you did not get
I
any.
got 2 13s and a 14.
So
Ever
walking.
talk about the momentum pool again.
Walking through the halls and across the foyer, you see multiple hallways. You go down one of the hallways. Let's jump back to you two in the air ducts.
Yeah.
You're making your way down the air ducts. We'll say that you've been going for quite a while. It's slow going because you're low crawling through the whole thing here.
Go to the Romulan base, have a few laughs.
What?
No, I know what a replicated dinner feels like.
That's nice. It's nice.
Just following her.
You eventually get to where you're supposed to be. You do see the outlet where you get to. Peeking through, you see a lot of equipment. There's a lot of stuff crated up. There's a lot of stuff out of crates. This is all pretty large equipment in this place. Really limited with what you can see from being in the air duct.
Yeah. Can I see if anybody's in there?
You don't see anybody in there.
Okay. Then I guess we'll get out of the air ducts.
All right, you're able to force off the grate. And looking around, you don't see anybody in the storage bay. Seems pretty abandoned at this point. Even the lights are kind of dim. You jump down and you are in an area with a lot of large equipment. You do see what looks like the silhouette of a ship over to the side. It is covered, but you do see what looks like the silhouette of a ship on the side.
We are going to go
Check out that
check
silhouette.
out that ship.
Check out, it looks like a shuttle. Looks like a Romulan shuttle. It's definitely not a design that you're familiar with. It's not a profile that you would have studied or anything. It's definitely something new. But it looks like a shuttle.
Okay. At this point, we can't use our communicators. But would it be possible to try to sense Celephus with my telepathy?
To sense Celephus. I think that's going to be harder since he is not the dominant personality right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to say probably not.
Okay.
And even if you want to sense somebody else on the crew, it's going to be difficult.
Okay. Because really we have to wait for, at this point, we need Tashek and Celephus at a minimum. Ideally, we need everybody.
Ideally, yes.
But yeah, so we're just gonna hide a little bit. Like, identified the shuttle and now we're gonna hide a little bit.
Okay.
Until they, ideally with like kind of a sniper vantage point.
Okay, so you kind of want to like get a high point in the room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And taking cover.
We'll say that there's a place you can climb on top of some equipment that
Yeah.
seems kind of in a darker area, so you're
Yeah.
able to watch the door,
Yeah.
watch facility.
Yeah.
we'll see
And
you.
now we just,
Yeah? So you and Stian just kind of hanging out?
I think so.
Sure.
Sure.
Do you disagree?
Not that it's I disagree with leaving this planet without checking out.
We're not
Sure,
there yet.
5.
Do you disagree about waiting on the
No,
shuttle?
sure, seems like
Cool.
a great idea.
Thanks.
A little passive aggressive Stian there. Let's jump back to Cade and to Shek. You guys are walking down the hall in the original way to get to Shuttle Bay 3. Or to
Yes.
Storage Bay 3, sorry. Yes.
Okay. How far is that walk?
It's a hike. Yeah, it's a nice hike, and you guys were delayed a little bit, so you've got a little time to...
And I'm trying to drag my feet a little bit and kind of like looking behind to see if...
We'll get
Hoping that Izzy is able to catch up with us and feeling bad about leaving her behind.
You don't see any Izzy behind you.
She'll find her way. I need to get to the ship. If you need to not do that, then you just point me the way to go.
No, let's get there first, rendezvous with the others, and then we can... Damn it.
Can you
Hold on.
life signs?
Just hold on. Just
Biofeedback can be a very effective technique for understanding your body's processes. This device has been equipped with 2 electrodes at the end. Touch them now. You have just been administered a shock to snap you out of this selfish thinking as whatever you need is the most important. Think about your team and get back to work.
selfish to want to save it. Now I'm gonna live just so I can tell you what a dick you are.
Sorry. Did you get anything out of that
I'm
to
gonna
Shek?
walk inside. I'm kind of smirking when he's not looking though.
Do I? Kind of glance over. Do I see this?
Yeah, you can of course see this.
Only ever known one other Vulcan to smirk. Let's go.
You eventually make your way to the shuttle bay, but it's going to be a while. Let's check in with Izzy.
I went down a hallway.
You went down a hallway.
By any chance, was it that hallway?
Oh no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It was not that hallway. No.
I was hoping you'd roll for it.
Oh no, no,
Maybe
I
the
already
dice would
rolled
be
for that
nice to
one.
me
No,
again.
no.
All right, I will be just looking at my surroundings and trying to figure out. Oh boy, yeah, I'm looking for any information.
You see a lot of signs for rooms. There are names of offices and things like that around.
Is there anything that looks remotely like a directory or
Oh, no.
signage for? Okay.
There's not a lot of arrows in this secret research facility.
How far down this particular hallway can I see?
It's a long hallway. You can see.
It's
quite
just a
ways.
really long hallway.
Long hallway, a lot of turns and.
Do the doors seem like they change at all?
No.
Does it ever get to where it seems like it's bigger?
This is very utilitarian. This is mostly office space.
All right.
Think like Cold War Russia.
Yeah.
80s Cold War.
Yeah, I'm gonna double back.
You gonna double back?
Uh-huh.
Okay. As you're doubling back, you see someone pop out of one of the offices. It's like, facilities, you are the worst department in its entire building. Nobody has cleaned my office for a week. Can you get in here and get things done?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Inside and start working on facilities, cleaning up the mess.
While I do that,
Mhm.
I am just going to think at Morgan really, really hard. Just like, I've been around her enough to know what kind of things I can think and feel that annoy her. So basically, there's a little Izzy in my head going, Morgan! Morgan, 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 Morgan! While I very calmly,
While you very calmly, as your brain is going crazy.
scurry and clean, and I'm gonna.
I would
trash
like
can.
a control and command check, please.
Cool.
This is
Control
not for
and
momentum.
command.
I just want to check something here. Control and command.
That's one. Unless I can. No, there's definitely no way I can
All
clean
right.
the focus.
All right. That makes me happy. I'll let you take the one and you can just roll and I won't say what was going to happen there. Okay. You are cleaning an office.
Extremely efficiently.
Extremely efficiently.
Just.
So you two eventually make it to storage bay 3. The door is there. The door is locked.
Is there any kind of scanner for credential? Like,
There's a scanner. Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna try to.
Yeah, it doesn't open.
What about hers?
Oh.
Oh,
Okay,
crap,
just-
maintenance.
Crap
No,
service.
so our services.
Worth checking.
Catering gets in everywhere.
But it's an electronic lock this time. It's not okay.
Can we just kind of like
Do you? Okay, you know.
Well, just do it. Are you just
just
going to knock on the door?
knock on the door a little?
Knocking on the door? I mean, you're knocking on the door. Here's a knock.
Well, that's odd.
Sorry, Kate's commenting on my phone right now. And
Oh, I was about to say yes. Kate's commenting on the phone.
Can I, with our tricorder or whatever, like, would I be able to identify just that there's
No, I'm
someone
gonna
on the other
answer
side
it
of the
because
door?
nobody else is gonna knock. I'm so sorry. We opened the door because literally nobody in the Romulan facility is gonna knock on it, and I feel comfortable
Okay.
hearing a knock and knowing that it is my teammate.
So Estion is about to ask you this. You climb off the box. You, you walk over to the door, open it up, and you see Tashek and Cade standing there. a very grumpy looking Cade as well.
And I don't see Izzy, and
You
I'm
don't
gonna
see
talk
Izzy.
about that in a minute. But get in.
we enter the place.
Yeah.
Where's the ship? Oh, I see it. It's that thing.
Oh man. All right.
We got separated.
I can tell. We'll find her.
Does the shuttle have a transporter?
I think we're going to have to check with Selethis on that.
Going into the ship and
Yeah,
Going
you're the
into
ship person, so
All right.
yeah.
Yeah, so you go over to the shuttle, you remove the covering from the thing, and you are able to get enough power to the door so it opens up, and you open up the shuttle. It's a little bit bigger than a runabout. Runabouts are pretty big for shuttles. This is a little bit bigger than a runabout. Most of the equipment seems to be in place. You don't see a transporter on the shuttle itself. Most of where that would have been was taken up by this reduced size artificial quantum singularity drive, which is still pretty big.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at it.
It's a quantum singularity drive.
Is there any way it's too big to like remove?
Oh yes, yeah.
I'm going to, since I now have some privacy, I'm going to scan for Izzy. See, like,
Scan Frizzy?
yeah. 'Cause I mean, I've got her. If we do have our comms,
Actually,
I'm at least capable of finding.
We need to take out the
Yeah.
disable their sensor.
So what do we? But you know what we need to do here.
How am I supposed to get the ship out of here?
Well, let's talk to Celethis on that one. But while we've got this time, Cade and Steon. I'm assuming that the storage, like I looked at the schematics, and the storage areas are all linear.
I mean, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. The records that I found showed that the remains of that project were in storage bay 12.
Correct.
This is going to take some time. I figure between a doctor and a science officer, if there is anything meaningful there, you would probably be the best to identify it. I need for you to do this as stealthily as possible. And remember that you're Romulans.
Yes, sir.
There's time, right?
I mean, the longer we're separated from her, the
Yeah.
more likely.
No, I'm sorry.
No.
I just mean like in space, there's time.
There's time in space.
There is no immediate time pressure beyond at some point the 5 people whose credentials we are currently using are gonna miss those credentials.
Well, not 2 of them.
Or someone's going to miss
They're
them.
in the forest. But no, exactly. But like, there is, we are limited in time. So
Yes.
I need you back by this time. This is the amount of time that you have. And it is short.
Absolutely.
Go now.
Yes. Was I able to, before I left, was I able to, just to hand it off to the guy if she wants to try and track her down? Or you can do it if you want.
Yeah,
It's she's
it's
got the
fine.
signal and everything,
It's
so
fine.
I leave her the,
The tricorder.
yeah.
The Romulan.
Okay, do you want to scan for...
Actually, should I leave you the Federation one since we're scanning for Federation comm? And I'm going to be scanning
Take
Romulan
the
tech.
Romulan, yeah, take
that
the
was my
Romulan
thinking.
scanner,
So
yeah.
here's the,
Oh, y'all have the Romulan scanner?
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
Tashat gave it to me.
Okay.
You have the goo.
Great.
And the breathalyzer.
There we go.
Okay, so you guys leave Shuttle Bay, wherever we are, going
3. And we're heading 9 doors down
Nine
to...
doors down. Now remember, these bays, storage bays, are big.
Sure.
So it's still going to take you a little bit, but it's not too far until you get there. You do get there. The door's locked.
Will my pass get me in?
Will my pass get us in?
Oh, actually,
I'm archival maintenance.
you are archival maintenance.
Slightly lower than me.
Let's roll for it.
Let's.
Oh, I'm just going to roll.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's. You.
Yes, it does let you in. I have not rolled above a 10. Oh my god. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yes, lets you in. I don't want you to fail. I just want it to be fun.
No, for sure, yeah. No, I'm sure there'll be plenty of wins on your
the
end.
air
to come.
ducts.
That's true.
Hey,
you
We
did.
just die-hearted.
No,
That's true. You did
let's
that.
not
Yeah.
forget. I've rolled 3 complications
That's
in
true.
a row.
Yeah.
You did. That's right.
So,
That's right. Yeah, yeah. Fair
I'm
enough.
rolling for you. You're rolling for me.
Fair enough.
That's what's happening here.
Okay, yeah. You put your credential on there, and it, sure enough, opens up.
Thank the profits for archival maintenance. Let's go.
Let's go.
There's a lot in here, though.
Okay.
There's tons in this place.
Is there any kind of console that has like a manifest kind of thing that we can like locate?
There is a
where-
console you can try to access.
Okay.
You want to access that?
Sure.
Cool. Let's do a reason and... You know what? Let's do
Check.
science. Reason and science check.
Should it be because you've got the actual card? and-
Yeah, you're going to have
Yeah.
to be the one to get in.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they see
You've also
avionics
seen
guys
her-
are.
You've also seen her look at the
Data.
Reason and science.
You're also the science
That's
guy.
my thing.
Yeah.
Difficulty's 1, by the way.
1 success.
It counts.
You find an entry
No complications.
for a project that was abandoned several ages ago. Not ages ago, but a long time ago. That appears to be the one that you could be looking for.
Does it, the time of it being abandoned, does that predate what we know of when Slethus was placed?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was trying to see if this was like an earlier version that got abandoned and now the.
Nope.
Okay.
Well, let's
So
go.
yeah, it does
Well,
have
we can
a
check it
does
out.
have a place where you can get in there and see all the stuff.
Okay. We're going to do that.
Let's scope it out.
Okay. It does give you like a row and column area where you're going to need to get into. You're able to narrow down those rows, go down, and there is a section. It's a fairly large section. There's an amount of equipment in there.
Right.
It is all boxed up in that section.
Did the manifest give us any idea of like an allotment number, like a crate to look for?
I mean, that's basically what
Just
you
what?
found.
Just the section. It
Yeah,
doesn't
just
give
that
us the actual.
section.
Okay.
Right.
All right. I'm going to. I guess I'm going to use the Romulan scanning device to scan the boxes and see what kind of tech is in each one.
It's hard for you. You're able to scan it. I'll tell you, it's hard for you to determine the tech specifically. There's just a lot of
Tech.
tech,
Yeah.
tech in the box.
Yeah. Just if there was anything in particular that like I would, or he or I would recognize as like neural technology or.
No,
Component
but
interface or-
considering it's not powered up and everything
Yeah,
like
okay,
that,
okay.
and
Metal
it's
and
experimental,
crystals.
it's just a lot of stuff.
All right.
15-year-old components.
Yeah.
Well, how much time do we have from the deadline she gave us?
Not a lot. I was originally going to have you do an extended task since you're able to get in. I kind of knocked that down. I am going to say that we'll do kind of another limited task kind of thing. So we're
Okay.
going to say that at this point you have 4 tasks to complete until you need to be back at the shuttle bay or the
Okay.
storage bay.
Cool. All right. Well, let's dig in.
So you're pulling down the crate and opening the crate.
Yes.
I mean, does that take? I guess is it big as like it basically takes 2 of us for each thing. Like we couldn't split up and be simultaneously checking.
No, this is a team effort
Yeah,
kind of
okay.
thing. So your first task of the 4 is you're pulling everything down, opening up, and starting to dig in.
All right.
Okay. You find a lot of materials, a lot of equipment. You do find some that has clearly been damaged. There's clearly some damaged material in there. Can you give me an insight in science and an insight in medicine check?
Yeah.
Difficulty of 2.
Okay.
You got 1 left.
Can always give me a threat.
Because you need more.
I spent a lot.
Yeah.
You have. You've been spending it quite a lot.
First thing I'm gonna do is go and fetch my 3rd die. So give me a second, sorry.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't needed it.
I remember.
Yeah, I was gonna get it when we took a bio break, but we didn't.
Yeah, my die and one of my pins are down there.
Well, I can't go that far, so let me just. There we go. Apologies if I'm louder. My mic is closer now. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and buy 1
All right.
just on the chance. Okay, and we said insight and medicine.
1 for me.
One for you.
That is 2 for me.
I said the difficulty was 2, right?
Yes,
Oh, I did.
that's why I bought 1.
I just wanted to make sure. Yeah. So fail on there, success on there. Stian, most of this stuff, considering your background in Hearth, was still fairly limited. It really does not make a lot of sense to you, but you're able to see stuff that does look like components that you would assume have some type of neural component to them.
Okay.
It's a portion of the crate. It's not the whole crate.
Okay. I'm going to continue.
That's your second task. 2 more.
Okay.
So both of us rolling again.
Well, what are we doing? I don't know what we're doing.
Oh, yeah. That.
You've dug through that. You found some stuff that is neural. Are you going to keep digging? Are you going to take stuff? What are you going to do?
I'd like to. How big are the components?
Carryable, but not small.
I think is there anywhere in this room where a body might be stored?
Where a body might be stored?
This is not my. This is like I hear my commander mentally protruding.
This will be a task if you want to look for a body.
I don't. No.
Okay.
I don't think that's actually. They wouldn't. I don't think they'd keep it here.
No, it wouldn't be an archival storage.
No.
Although,
Right
you
next
know
to.
what?
I mean, I don't know, but I'm not gonna.
Listen to some of the cryogenic.
Yeah, that's
like,
true. Yeah.
It's not funny.
Oh, some of those places are literally like a barrel of liquid nitrogen in someone's
Brain.
rented storage
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
It's real bad.
Aside from that, the ones that they like sold. Sorry,
Yeah,
Anyways, let's-
it's real bad.
going
Yeah.
back to space.
Oh,
just
there's
looking-
an
If that's the
episode.
case, then the body's not in a state that
There's
we're
an
going to be able
episode
to
of This
transfer it
American Life
anyways.
about it, and it's horrifying.
That is what I. Yeah.
Okay.
Are there further components to be mined from
I
this
mean,
or
there's
go
a
ahead.
lot of components, but
Okay.
what I've said is that you found stuff that looks like neural components that is big enough to carry, but not easily carried. There's other stuff there as well.
I'd like to. I think the best thing right now, and I'm going to RP this out a little bit. It's like trying to get out with all this hardware, and we're going to have to carry it with us from place to place. I think the best option right now is to try and get some kind of snapshot of as much of the tech as we can, put together a rough schematic, and then. I mean, we might be able to reverse engineer something once we get home, or recognize superior tech when we get to it. This is not going to fix the problem. This is just going to familiarize us with what we need to fix the problem. Do you agree, or?
I think it'd probably be easier to repair a damaged component than to completely reverse engineer something from a photo when we haven't even powered it on or know anything about how it works.
I mean, this is broken. There's no powering this on.
Well,
Maybe we can take some of them with us, but
between
I think
you know,
it's going to be more fruitful to get more of the actual components and figure out how the machine as a whole works than trying to repair piecemeal damaged components.
I just think it's so unique that we'd be shooting ourselves in the foot by not taking it while we're here. Because I don't know about you, but I most certainly don't want to have to re-infiltrate a secret base of some kind if we need to get this technology from somewhere here or elsewhere.
I mean, technology is we can, if we know what it looks like, and we know how it works,
But we don't.
we can. Well, that's
I
why
mean,
we're.
just think about-
Well, I have some idea, but
Think about our technology. You couldn't take a photo of a tricorder and then figure out how to build one from a photo.
but if I took a tricorder apart and took pictures of that, I could, and especially if I have a genius mind like Izzy at my back, I could be able to. All right, I'm gonna start pulling. It's like, if you want to carry some of these, you're welcome to do that. I'm gonna start pulling stuff. I'm just gonna like scan pieces and get like.
So your third task is scanning.
Yes.
Okay. So your third task is scanning. You have one more task left where you need to be back at the storage bay.
What was my second task? Did we? I don't think we ever.
Digging through the box.
What was the first
getting
one?
getting it down.
Oh, getting it down. Okay, I couldn't remember how many times. I thought we had. I don't think we rolled for getting it down. So
No.
that was what confused. Yeah,
It's just a time thing.
that's what confused me. There was only one roll, but there's been two tests. That's what. Okay, thank you. Cool. Sorry, I'm dumb. Cool. I'm gonna, since we have no momentum, I'm gonna give you a threat to buy another die.
Okay.
Because Papa needs to succeed. Still difficulty 2, I'm assuming.
So you're really just scanning this again.
I'm kind of pulling out, like getting
Okay.
something I can like.
Give me reason and medicine, difficulty 3.
Okay. Reason medicine. Okay. All right. Then I definitely need extra die. Okay. Okay. That is. Damn it. That's only 2 on my end. That's a 6.
Does one of your values line up?
This is
You
what.
use
This is
a
what
point
I'm
of
doing. This is
determination?
what. I'm trying to do this to save their lives, to give them their own identities and existences again.
Okay.
One of my values: life is harsh, brief, and precious, and it must be protected. Not this one.
I'm not sure I'd buy that one for
I would
determination.
go. Starfleet should help in liberating.
I don't know that. How does that apply here? I mean, I would have a better chance with this, I think, of
You're
just
trying
being
to
like,
free
please.
to
profit."
check.
Yeah, I would say.
I'm not sure I'd buy the life is precious for scanning researched tech.
I mean, this is the best clue he's got for figuring out how to do the thing.
Clear, but I'm not sure that translates enough for me to justify using a determination for it.
Okay, then. All right.
So what did you? I didn't even hear what you rolled.
It was two.
It's two.
Two.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I mean, you're getting scans, but
Yeah.
whatever you're getting scans of, it's not clear it's going to be helpful.
Okay. Data's still useful.
Data is still useful. Whether it's going to be useful in reconstructing, it's not clear. You have one task left in this room.
Well, I come and do that last one. If you have any further ideas of what to do.
I want to compliment.
Does he get to roll on that one as well, or?
No. That was just you scanning.
Okay, since we both rolled on the last one, I didn't know it.
No, not. You got some scans. How we grab something that we think will be useful.
Anything that looks particularly unique or exotic as far as tech goes is something that I don't think would be easily replicated.
Sure. I mean, the neural interface
Yeah.
seems pretty unique, and it's the most damaged of everything. It's probably the one thing that's the most noticeable.
Okay, I'm going to take it and try to find some kind of like discreet covering or knapsack or something that I can transport it. That I'm not just walking down the hall. Like, hey, neural interface here.
Check it out. Yeah, there's. Of course, you find something that is easily to obscure that. You're able to find something. You're looking at your chronometer, and it's sending it back to.
Okay,
Space.
stuffing it in that bag, throwing it over, and then.
Izzy.
I'm going to back you up a little bit first, though. Point of determination can be used for values or directives. One of the mission directives is solving this.
Point taken. Sure.
Okay, so what is? Sorry, what does a point of determination get me?
You have a lot of things it can get you. Let's see. You can add a bonus d20 that is automatically a 1.
So
Okay.
basically, it gives you an auto crit. So you would get 2 extra
2
on
extra
that.
successes.
Okay, yeah, let's do
so,
that.
So you get to the success and
And one over,
Extra
so we get a
momentum.
little momentum off
You
that.
feel a little more confident about the stuff
thank
that
you,
scan.
FTL physics
Okay,
guy.
thank you so much, and thank you, Cindy, for checking on that for me. This is my first time using that particular mechanic, so
But
Thank y'all for your patience.
you've got good scans. You still want to grab some of the equipment, though?
yeah, I think that's the best compromise. Yeah, we've got
Okay.
good scans, and we've got the kind of that was what I was thinking
Something
of
will
doing.
hopefully be helpful.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping to do.
All right.
Anyways, get some scans and a little bit of the.
Let's
tech,
jump to
but
Izzy while they were
mix
heading
up.
back to the storage bay.
What size of mess am I looking at here?
It's just like normal office stuff.
It's just like taking out the trash.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
your
gonna
facilities.
I'm gonna do a real quick pass.
Quick pass.
Especially if there's anything that's like super obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if there's like an overflowing trash can. 'Cause if
There is.
Then I am going to grab that overflowing trash can and like pick it up and like head for the like I'm gonna do some other stuff, sort of throw it in the trash can, shove it in, and then be like, I gotta get this out of this room right now, and head back out for the hallway. I am doubling back to that original intersection.
Right?
While I'm walking, I'm gonna grab a little of my pocket goo and kind of smear it on like one of my hands and down the bag a little bit and kind of do like, I'm trying not to draw attention to it, but if anyone really looks at me, I'm gonna be like, I don't want to be wearing this. This is gross. And so I'm heading back
Okay.
for that intersection, and I'm gonna try to, as quickly as possible, see if I can determine that one of those hallways looks more promising than the one I just went down. I'm looking for context clues. Like, are there more people? Like, what?
Okay.
Because we're looking for storage base, so I'm going to be looking for where there are
Clear.
fewer people.
Clear. I'm still going to make it tough. Insight and security.
Okay.
Difficulty 3. considering we basically already rolled for this. So it's going to be just tougher. Insight and security, difficulty 3.
All right, I'm going to use that momentum. Thank you, Jordan.
And I realize we're running long. If we need to call it,
Yep.
you know, we can call.
What did you say? Insight security? That's 3 successes.
That's what I thought I saw over there. 3 seconds. You know, there is a hallway that seems a little bit more vacant than the others.
Yep.
Yeah, it seems reasonable to think there might be something over there that's not quite as.
I'm going to go that way, and I'm going to keep moving with purpose. Like, I really just want to not have this thing in my hand anymore.
Fabulous. You guys show back up at Storage Bay 3. You have basically gotten into the ship itself. You've been able to familiarize yourself with everything.
Okay.
You also do see in your exploration of this room that there is an access where the larger things come in. You can open that door. Where it leads, not clear, but there is a door where it seems like the larger stuff does come in and out of.
Am I confident I can control the ship?
The controls are
look the same or similar?
stereotypically Romulan. So with Selethis able to kind of guide you along, you are good at con. You can fly anything out there pretty much.
Okay.
Can we, since I'm back, I assume that
Sure.
I can.
You're back.
Just as an idea, it could be entirely stupid. I don't know how things work apparently. So, can we spoof? So I was thinking, since like my guy is avionics, that's something you have to check periodically on aircraft. So, could we like spoof an order that we have to kind of take this out, spin the rims, so that it doesn't look suspicious when we abscond with the shuttlecraft?
Well,
It looks
especially
like
between
something
avionics
authorized.
and archival maintenance.
Yeah, this is, well, we need to see how things are, doing a diagnostic check on it or something. I know we don't actually have a higher up that can do that for us, but we do have someone who's good with computers, and we know someone who knows the protocols and the systems.
It'll
Is-
also
is
tell
that-
them off that it'll be missing, though, if we don't return it, and then they'll know exactly what to look for. Not that it's a guarantee that we can get this out unnoticed. These don't have cloaking devices, right? Only big ships? Okay.
I mean, I think it's fairly reasonable to think that they will notice us taking it. Unless we try and go at warp like immediately, which would probably tear the planet in half.
Well, that was part of what he said the plan was. That's why we had to disable the sensors, right? Was so we could get out of there without being noticed.
You're right.
Yes,
So
also true. So how do we do that then?
That's cool.
If that's a better idea than mine.
I'm just going by what he
Yeah,
outlined
no,
in the
I
plan.
just- I'm-
not
When you
necessarily that I
looked
think
at
it's
the
better or worse. but-
map, did you see anything that might house where their sensors would be in this facility? Or
I totally forgot that you saw the map. You know what's on the other side of that door.
Yes.
Yes, there is a hangar bay on the other side of that door.
Yes.
You asked if there was anything on there that would be like sensors. Sensors are arrayed all around the facility.
so we have access to turn that off from.
If you were able to get to a terminal, you can assume that you would have access to that.
Were there terminals on the map in the?
There are terminals scattered all over the place.
I mean, but where on the other side of the door?
in the
Hangar.
hangar bay?
In the hangar bay?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
We just have to figure out how to open that door.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that an avionics.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah, I'm gonna swipe my.
Doesn't work.
That's the only
That's
thing
the
you're
only
rolling
thing.
well on.
No, that's the only thing. I mean,
What do you have to say about this, buddy? Press the button.
What about the
Hold
archival
on.
maintenance?
On your mindfulness. Find yourself a comfortable space and sit with your back straight. Close your eyes and find a point of focus, such as your breathing. Feel the sensation of air flowing into your nostrils and out of your mouth. Think of a meaningful word that you repeat throughout this meditation. Be sure to use this after you've been captured by the Romulans, because if you're taking the time to do this right now, you're probably going to be captured by the Romulans.
Cool.
I decided a while ago that this was just like an earpiece. So he's sitting there doing this with no one else can hear what's happening.
Yeah, just, and at that point, just. Okay. All right.
I mean, you relaxed.
It's true. All right. Stian, do you want to try?
Actually, I think we need Izzy.
Okay.
I was still
Have we
trying.
been
Yes.
able to track her down?
I mean,
gave
yeah,
you
sure,
her-
if you want
yeah.
to try it with your credentials, but I'm not sure that it logically makes sense for the archival maintenance
Can
credentials.
Can we try to?
Catering?
Sure. Why not?
Were you able to get I gave you Izzy's signal or the means of.
There's a lot of structural interference in this place. It's
Oh, I'm also not quite comfortable scanning at this point with Federation technology. I don't want it to pick it,
Okay, can I use my structural interference in here? Can I step out into the hallway and use my Romulan device to scan for Endorian DNA?
Sure. Reason and medicine. Step outside. Reason and medicine. Difficulty, since it's Romulan, difficulty 1.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll. No, we got nothing. Okay.
You could give him
That's
threat.
not, no, at this point, if it's just difficulty on, I'm just gonna try that. That's 2 18s. That does me
helpful.
no good.
So much structural interference in this place.
So much structural interference in this place.
But I wonder if while you're in the hallway,
Suddenly, Izzy pops around the hallway, sticks her head around, and sees Kate standing in the hallway.
I just like briefly make eye contact, and I'm not changing my gait, and I'm still doing this is gross. I'm trying to keep it cool, and just right past him. Is the door open?
Door's still open, sure.
Yeah, just right through.
Shut it in, covered it behind. And it worked.
timing.
It worked.
No, none of y'all saw that, so I just say it worked.
Izzy.
Hi.
Hi, welcome back.
Taking full credit for
I
that.
know.
I'm like
You're doing
wiping.
You're doing a great job.
Uh-huh.
And good job using the goo.
I'm gonna pull some paper out of the basket, out of the trash
Need
bag.
we need to open this door. There's a hangar bay on the other side, and we need to get this shuttle into the hangar bay.
All right. I walk over to the door.
Okay, there's
what do I see?
There's a access panel to the
There's
side
an
of the
access
door.
panel. I want to pop the access panel off.
Cool. Popping it off is super easy, really. It's not hard to pop it off.
Now what do I see?
You see a lot of wires and cables.
Do I see
and
anything that looks like my
cat
favorite?
remotes.
Do I see anything that looks like my favorite hot wire the door thing?
Potentially it is Romulan.
Yeah.
But let's do a check on that and let's see if you can figure anything out. Let's do a reason engineering. Difficulty, since it is Romulan, let's do difficulty 2.
Can Tashek
Yeah, can-
peering over her shoulder assist?
Absolutely. Let's give you an assist on that. Why not?
What'd you
So you
say? What
said
in
reason
engineering?
Reason and engineering.
Oh, wait. Ooh, that makes it. That's helpful.
Two, just enough. Yeah, I mean, it's Romulan, but it's all the same concept,
Doors
right?
are doors.
Yeah, doors are doors. You can figure out a way to
It's
kind
got to
of
be a motor. It's got to do the winch. I just need to find
power
the cable
here
that
and
looks
then
like
that.
it's going.
Yeah.
I think this will do it. Do you want it open now, or
Yes.
Should I get
do you want to like be ready to go?
We've been. I'm assuming that while they were doing their thing, we've been getting the ship in a ready state.
I mean, ready enough.
Enough,
Yeah,
to
sure,
open the
sure.
door.
Do we
Yeah.
Don't open
scan
the
if
door.
there are people in there?
Nobody has checked to see if there's anybody on the other side of the door.
Okay, well then, since we haven't quite opened it yet, hey Kate.
Okay, scanning for life signs.
Scanning for life signs, reason and medicine check, difficulty 0.
Reason and medicine. That is a 1 success for me.
Well, look at that. You succeeded.
So
There's-
can I have some momentum there?
There is nobody on the other side of that freaking
We
door.
are free and clear, Commander.
We can't use the credentials at all, but everything else is great.
Can Izzy now.
All right, I'm gonna pop that door and kind of stay away.
Doors slowly open up, and you see a hangar bay, surprisingly empty.
Do we have to push the shuttle? How do we get the shuttle?
I mean,
Have you found the
Put
on
it
switch
in
yet?
neutral.
Should we disable the sensors before we
Probably.
jumpstart? Okay. Then is there a console?
there are consoles within the hangar bay.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
you
Then
can try to access
I
everything?
would like to.
Okay, we're
Work
gonna
to
do
disable
we're gonna
the
do a extended work track on this one. It's gonna be tough.
We're almost home, you guys.
Can Selethis assist?
It's gonna be a one-person problem on this one.
The tech,
Hmm?
Romulan tech, computer.
I mean, yeah, but there's one terminal that one person's working on. It's not like you're gonna sit in there and press buttons in between stuff. So
Do that
Sort of
one.
with that
Point
back
blank,
there.
that looks like the right.
in general, no. I'm still gonna say there's a one-person
Okay.
Okay.
task here. So who's gonna do it?
You're trying to hack in and mess with security, right?
Well, you know what?
Yes.
Maybe you should do it. As
It's,
Selethis.
You want Slethus to do it?
I mean, we got 2 spies. Which spy you want to do it?
let's go with the Romulan spy.
He also gets. No.
Yeah. Let's go
We're
with the
going with
Romulan
it.
spy.
Slethus pops up. It's like, see what I can do.
Thanks.
Am I rolling?
You're rolling for Slethus, Daring Security.
Daring and security.
Daring Security, just so you know, this is extended work. Difficulty is 2. Resistance is 2. Magnitude is 5. And you have 5 attempts to get 14 work.
How much work?
14.
14.
So
What I will let you do, since you've chosen Slethus, is I will let Tashek assist.
Can I roll as to check?
okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. 2 difficulty.
Difficulty is 2.
2.
Resistance is 2.
I think I'll use 1 momentum to buy off resistance,
Okay.
or
Wait,
to
you can't-
reduce the
No,
resistance.
it's reduce the. It's
Reduce
to
the
reduce. It's
interval.
to reduce the interval, but there's no interval.
Reduce
it's
the interval. There's
attempts.
no interval. This is a
Oh, okay,
set number of
okay.
attempts.
But
Sorry,
you can
what
use
is
the
it?
So I'll buy a die.
You can buy a die.
By
yeah,
die
yeah.
for sure.
So I'll buy a die.
And this is
Daring and Security.
daring and security.
That's
She bought a die.
And
Oh, she bought a
no,
die.
no, but you're rolling as this.
oh, you're.
I'm
oh, yeah,
rolling
yeah.
as
So
this.
mine's not great.
Yeah.
And now I'm rolling as Morganth. And
And I'm rolling as Newman.
I got 2, but it's security, so I get 1 extra.
And I
Okay.
got 1.
Okay, so 4 total.
Yeah.
Cool. So give me 2 more momentum and roll your challenge die. So you're gonna roll 2 plus your discipline for Selethus. So the security plus 2.
Okay. So it's.
Wait, hold on.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
3. And 2 effect.
Okay. You might want to re-roll those. 'Cause remember, you have 4 more attempts to get 14 work. So just think of that.
Yeah, and you just lost 2 of them because of the resistance.
Don't you have a? Oh, you don't. Selethus doesn't have that thing, does he? I thought there was a talent that would let you re-roll some challenge die.
There is, and I cannot remember it, or maybe it's just that it is during combat and not during extended work.
Maybe.
Or something. Doesn't Izzy have that? No.
Izzy has.
No, mine is.
It's an engineering.
Mine
thing.
is the extended task thing, and I just automatically.
All right, let's keep going.
Discount double.
Second attempt.
I'll buy a die again.
What's this?
1, 2, 3. So I got 3.
Okay.
4.
So 2 more momentum. What is Slethus's security?
4. 4.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So that's 5 with 3 effects.
Okay, third attempt.
How many do I have? 5 attempts?
You have 5 attempts.
How many do I have left to get?
You have a lot.
You need 10 more,
You need 10 more just to fill out the track, but you need 5
but you
breakthroughs.
need 5 breakthroughs. Yeah.
You had no breakthroughs so far.
How do I?
breakthrough. So a breakthrough is 5, but with the resistance. So like that one where you just got 5
Yeah.
because of the resistance, you only got 3 because you take 2 off.
Keep in mind you can do things like
use-
creating advantages, if you can justify creating advantages, if you've got determination or anything that works.
I understand technology better than people.
Okay.
And
I'm always prepared and always vigilant. Oh wait, that's
I actually, in this circumstance, understand technology better.
yeah.
If you're not feeling
commitment.
confident, I'll let you switch off to somebody else.
Do you think Morgana should do it by herself? She gets one more.
Yeah.
But it's difficulty 3.
And you lose the assist.
You lose the assist.
How do we do a determination?
If your value is either in line or directly challenged by the action, you can spend a determination. And there are multiple things you can do, like, where am I using it? There we go. You can get a bonus die that'll give you an automatic success or 2 successes. You can re-roll any dice in your dice pool.
Which is probably what you'd want to do there.
Yeah. I have, and everything has a weakness value.
That would, yeah, I could see using determination for that.
I want to do that. To read.
You would have to be on the lead.
Okay.
If you're just doing assist, I'm not going to let you do that.
Could she try one turn?
Commitment? My bad.
And
We're really committed to this.
keep your enemies close.
I'll let you switch off task in the middle of this. So if you want to take an attempt and see how it goes with Morgan.
Okay. Yep.
So Slethus is stepping back.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd like to buy
Slethus
dice. I'd like to buy 2 dice. Because
That's all 3.
Difficulty of 2.
Oh, okay. Nope. I
Yep.
just want to buy 1. And this is
Daring
control
and
and
security.
daring and security. 2 successes.
Okay, so roll your challenge die.
And what do I get to do with determination?
You have 1 point you can use. You can re-roll any amount of dice in your dice pool if you'd like to.
Okay.
Two more. That gets you a breakthrough, yeah? What does that get you to?
1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yes.
4 effect.
Okay. That's good. You are able to break through the initial security at this point. You have access to the deeper systems.
Okay. I guess I'll go again.
All right.
I'd like to buy dice. And I failed. At everything.
All right, we got one more left.
Okay. 3 successes.
Okay.
So we got one more them back.
Need a
I
lot
didn't
of
spend-
challenge die here.
Can I buy more challenge die?
No, I'm afraid not.
Can I turn them over slowly one by
While I'm looking this direction, what was that noise?
Here they
Oh, came up twos. Look.
Pray to the gods.
5 or 7 or more would be great.
I would like to try something that is anything.
What'd you
What'd
get?
you get?
I got 6, 3 effects. So obviously, since 7 is what we needed,
So that'll.
can I do that determination again?
Nope.
You have 1 point to use.
Okay. Can I?
There are ways to regain determination, but that's not.
Yeah, that's not one of them.
If you can challenge a value. You
What did you get in? You had 6?
I got 6, 3 effect.
Okay, you are actually able.
Do you have daggers?
Well, that's all you needed. Why didn't you say that in the first place? You could just stab it with a dagger. No, you can't say that. You are able to access the station security protocols, but you do seem stonewalled at this point.
Okay.
You have access to the security protocols
Okay.
from where you are. As for using that to disable the sensors, you're kind of blocked at this point.
And just for the record, there are 2 ways to regain determination. But I believe, if I remember read earlier, you can't, if you have a value that negatively affects your current task, then you can take a complication to get a determination.
Yes.
Or if you have a value that negatively affects the task, you can challenge, if you can find a way that it challenges that value, you can scratch that value off for this session to regain a determination.
Right, and that value basically will have to be replaced by something.
Yeah, be
based on
rewritten
that
because it got
action.
challenged and changed what you thought about it.
Since we're just throwing it out there again, or some variation on it, since we are in the system, though, is there any merit to what I had proposed? If we can't take the sensors out, making it look like we're permitted, we're authorized, spoofing some kind of authorization to take the ship out. We're in their system now, so something like that.
Yes. I would like to try that.
Okay. You're in the system right now. Let's do a control and security check, difficulty of 1.
Oh, well, I failed.
Really? You're trying to get in there. You're in security, but making that new order seems to be in a different part of the system, and it's just not. You don't really have access to that
Okay.
part.
But I'm still in the system.
Great idea, by the way.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Like,
Yeah.
really solid.
Still in the system, though.
Still in the system, yeah. You still have access to like the basic security protocols within the station itself.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves.
While they're doing this,
Mhm.
I want to be looking over the shuttle, trying to determine if it is flight worthy, if it's fueled. Basically, look for anything else that's like gonna be in our way.
Right. For all you can tell, being a Romulan ship with a new engine design you're not familiar with, it seems like it should work.
Okay. Like, it's not powered up yet, right? So
No.
like, there's no displays.
No.
Is there any way to like see the power of the facility, like take out all the power? Like if we did that, would that knock out the sensors? Just enough for us to get the ship out? We can manually open the door.
I'm in the system.
You're in the system.
I would
yes.
like to try that.
You want to try to get into the
Well,
power systems?
Before we check, let's make sure that there is a manual way of opening,
the door.
hatch in the hangar.
Just by sight. Yeah.
Some kind of winch or anything.
You don't see any type of winches or anything.
Okay, so if we're going to do that, we are probably going to want to open the door before
first.
we kill the power.
Which will trigger the sensors.
Yeah. Is there a way, it'll still probably trip the sensors, or it may be a bypass way, but is there some way of, like, fooling the computer
Into thinking
into...
there's an emergency in another part of the...
Possibly that.
Yeah.
I was thinking of just, like, making it blind to, like, the computer wouldn't recognize that. Even, like, the sensors would say, someone is taking a ship out, and the computers would say, nope, it's sitting right there.
Could you
How
kill
many
the
doors
power
are
to
there?
just the sensor grid?
Can I kill the power to just the sensor grid?
I think that's going to be harder because when we're starting talking about this stuff, we're essentially,
Hacking into their system.
which is what we already failed at doing in the sensors.
Well, we kind of half
Can you
succeeded.
can you pull up any information about the power system, and maybe there's something that I could do manually?
Yeah.
Sure. Give me a security and reason security check.
3 successes.
3 successes. Difficulty was 1, so you get 2 momentum out of that. You are able to see that there are power conduits not too far from the storage bay. You could access those manually. Disabling those would at least temporarily disable the security sensors.
For how large an area?
For a hangar bay?
Oh yeah, for a significant chunk of the station.
Okay.
Okay.
I
I mean,
We're going to go, but we need to have the shuttle
ready to go.
ready. So you and I are going to go do that.
Okay.
And can the three of you, y'all brought back stuff. So
Yes.
just make sure that everything is packed, like, and
I've already taken it aboard as
assist,
far.
assist to Shek in making sure that the shuttle is ready just as soon as we get back.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So you three are working on the shuttle. You two go out. When you leave the hallway, it does kind of wind through a little bit until you get to a point where you would find
I'm
access.
taking extremely careful mental notes of what direction we've gone.
This part is relatively deserted, so you haven't seen anybody, but you do see a panel there where you can access. We're going to do an extended work track on this one again. Difficulty 2. Resistance 1. Magnitude is 4. Work is 14. You have 6 intervals. These are intervals, these aren't attempts, these are intervals.
All right.
Okay? It is going to be daring and engineering.
It's daring and engineering.
Daring and engineering, and I will let you assist on this one.
Okay. I get an assist, and I get 1 additional work for every effect rolled because of my talent.
Oh, you're so special.
All right, magnitude 4.
Magnitude 4, yes.
All right, first I'm going to buy down the interval.
Okay.
You said daring and engineering.
Mm-hmm.
My magic number is 15.
Difficulty 2.
And you're assisting?
Daring and
By a
engineering.
die? That's at least 3, unless I can. It's power systems,
Yep.
so that's 4.
Load up.
5.
Oh, load up that
5.
momentum. All right.
And it was
Wilson, challenge
difficulty 2.
die. Yep. So you get 3 more momentum.
All right, come on, momentum.
Roll that challenge die.
Okay, and the challenge die are.
It's your
It's-
Discipline plus 2.
Okay, so 7. Oh my god!
Determination and roll again.
Do you have a value that will allow you to do that? Let's just be glad you bought down that interval, huh? That was, they got 1 work out of that one with resistance of
Anything
1.
is possible with the right tool. Too bad I don't have any tools.
You have the breathalyzer.
Can I say that this is kind of a choking point for the mission, and I really need it for that?
It's literally a choking point for
It's
the mission.
the thing that we said before.
I'll let you burn your determination for that because that is your direct order to make this
Okay.
happen. So
Yeah.
I'll let you do that. So you can burn your determination to re-roll that.
Okay, but I don't think. Oh, and then I'll roll to see if I get it back. Okay, but
Oh,
first
yeah.
I'm gonna do this.
Much
So
better.
much better. 1, 2. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, sorry. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Went from 1 to 13. Jesus
Yep.
Christ.
Thank you for that talent. They're literally all of them are something, and only one of them is 1. All the rest are 2.
That's amazing.
So it's 13. Resistance is 1, so that is 12.
That's why she's the chief.
It only works for engineering. I mean, technically, it also works for science, but yeah. All right, and I'm gonna do the thing real quick to see if I get to keep
Your
my
determination.
determination.
In fact, she keeps it. She keeps her determination.
Still have 1 point of determination. Excellent.
So
All right,
determined.
we'll just remember that. All right, all right. So we bought that down.
That's what you call a turn right there.
Yeah. A dramatic one at that.
All right,
Yes.
buying down the interval. Buying a die.
Okay. You have bought a die.
A die. Okay, 15.
Fair.
Nothing on that one. So you bought down the
15,
interval. Did
18,
not
and 19.
succeed on that one.
Okay. But I did get 2 breakthroughs in that last one, right?
Yes, you did get 2 breakthroughs in that one.
Okay, so at least I got that. All right.
You have 4 intervals remaining.
Okay. Bite down. Buy a die. Not using those. Two. All right.
Okay, you got it. Let's roll some challenge die.
Okay. No minimum.
You bought down the interval on that one as well.
Yes. Mm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You are able to identify the sensor arrays, and you're able to remove the power conduits without alerting security systems, and all of a sudden you see power down.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Nah.
We're briskly walking.
Briskly walking, yes.
Yeah.
We're only on step 2, right? I mean,
We are not through with step 2, but so we're headed back to.
You're headed back to the hangar bay at this point, yeah. You're able to make it back to the hangar bay, avoiding any Romulans that may have been wandering the halls. And you're able to get back into the hangar bay where they have wheeled the prototype shuttle out, and it is seemingly ready for flight.
Okay.
Seemingly.
Okay.
Ready to
Yeah,
go?
we're all on the
All right, well, the sensors should all be blind right now, so let's go ahead and power it on, make sure it, starts.
Turn it on.
Oh, prophets guide us.
It starts. The panels light up. There's a nice hum from the back of it.
Do I see anything that looks like a fuel reading?
Fixed it.
You don't really see much of a fuel reading since it's like a quantum singularity.
Cool.
It's just,
All right.
it's a thing. It's a little warm. It's a little warm.
Neat.
Check that
There's a
out.
reason
Powered by
they shut down this
Yep.
project. Yeah.
So I'm gonna take her out and fly course to Romulus.
Control and con check. Difficulty of 1.
She get,
Actually,
I was going to ask if she got
And
a
this
ship
is to check.
assist, but
this is to check.
Yeah.
Difficulty of 2, actually.
Okay.
I don't know what the stats on this ship
Can she get
are.
assist from Selethis?
Yes.
Yes.
So 17.
Okay.
17?
Oh, you kidding me? Well,
3.
no, because I hit that.
What'd you get?
No, you got a.
Was that? I could.
No,
it
you
was a 19.
you got this. That's 19.
I
That's
thought I
a
rolled
1.
I thought I rolled 2 19s.
No!
Oh.
Both of us saw you roll a 1.
Yeah.
That's what I was like.
I'm overriding what
You
just
got
happened.
3.
You got 3. All right,
got
3 successes.
I thought I rolled
Yeah.
2 19s. So
2 momentum.
And then she turned it away from the 1.
Turned it away from
I was like, what are you doing?
Okay.
Oh my god, Slithis is still sabotaging us.
No, I'm Selethis. It's
Oh my god, Tashak is I knew she was the traitor.
It's Tashak this time.
The shuttle powers up. You are able to lift it up, and you pilot out of the hangar
Door
bay.
that we definitely opened.
Totally open that door.
Yeah.
I know you. I'm giving you guys a little benefit of the doubt.
No, thank you.
said we
It's
were gonna
almost
open
11.
Yeah, it's almost 11. That's why I'm giving. That's why I didn't spin this threat to have some other things out.
Yeah. Cool.
But
Thank you.
anyway, you steer it out, and you are able to fly low until you clear the sight of the station, lifting up into the upper atmosphere, and you leave the atmosphere of the Deradix planet. There's a button there that says warp 10, basically.
Do we have to roll to
Warp
push it?
9.9999999.
You don't have to roll to push it. You want to set a course?
we just go like warp 8. I mean,
No.
No. We don't want anyone to be able to follow us.
We
from
have
here.
to go
Yeah.
warp 10.
okay.
There's a reason we stole this ship.
All right,
Th-
setting
and
course.
that is it.
Setting a course, taking her
Setting a
warp.
course to
Setting course.
Romulus.
Control and con, difficulty 3.
We have momentum for you to spend.
Great. I want to buy it.
This one not going to have a slip assist.
Is
Sorry.
there a ship assist?
Yeah, sure. There's slip assist.
What are the ship's stats that I can?
For now, use the
Or am I
route. I will get you.
Is it
Just using the Ochoas, or
Yeah, just use the Ocho
Okay.
for right now. We will do engines and con.
okay.
Difficulty 3.
4?
complication?
Yeah.
Can we
I
buy off
gave
complications
them
with a threat?
But I just got 4, so I got 1.
Yes.
Can we buy off the complication?
Yeah, just do it because it's
you had
late.
one
Yeah,
story.
there you go,
So
yeah.
there you go. Oh, I was going to make the complication roll every next time. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
But you're
But
able to
let's
set
also
course.
just buy it. Let's throw money.
Yeah,
at
we
the
did it.
The
problem.
ship kind of revs for a second, and then Tashek just goes.
Those will carry over anyway. So.
Dagger.
Izzy goes, oh, that looks weird.
And it works. The ship tears out of there. Warp 9 is your maximum speed. You're not able to hit 10, but you're at warp 9. And that's in a tiny little shuttle. It's a little warm and it's a little shaky, but the ship's going at warp 9. And
Take off that Romulan tunic to let air out a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's how we're going to end it. As
That
the ship
sounds
heads
great to
off
me.
to Romulus
Oh God.
at this point.
See you guys.
Because let's be clear.
Everything's going great.
That's enough.
Can we end with one more information?
Step 2.
Out of seemingly nowhere, Izzy produces a small piece of fruit and is
You're
I'm gonna play one more Georgia
Let's see.
as we head out. All right.
Take a minute and stretch. Slowly bend over at your waist and reach down to touch your toes. Feel the stretch in your back. Relax. Now have someone kick you in your backside so the Romulan doesn't shoot you.
I'll do it. I volunteer.
Are you actually bending over?
What?
Are you actually bending over? We can't
God,
hear
no.
this.
This was for everyone's benefit.
Oh, you just played it.
You just played
Yeah.
that out loud for everybody. There you
I
go.
swear, he's a lot better in person.
I'll kick you if it'll help.
You want to spar later?
No, I'll just
I'll just kick
kick you.
Oh, well, it's going to turn into a sparring match if you do.
Never mind. This
On
was-
that note, we're going to call it a night. Next time, the crew makes it to Romulus. It should be fine there.
It's fine.
Right?
Everything's
Super
fine.
easy. I mean, we handled just a little research base, no problem.
No problem. It's just Romulus.
It's Romulus.
The proconsul of the Romulan Empire. It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
We'll see you all next week. Thanks for hanging out with us on this really long one. There were a few complications I didn't expect, but hey, that's cool. It's
Yeah,
all
we took
happening.
a few little sidetracks there.
It's all right. It's all good. But thank you for staying with us. Thank you all for staying through the extended time as well. I really do appreciate it. We're going to be back next week and see how this Romulan side journey ends up and what happens. They got some tech that might help. Who knows? They got a shuttle that's super crazy. We'll see what happens. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to get out of here. Thanks so much again. Remember, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Good night, everybody.